Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. I'm joined today by Andy once again. Welcome, Andy.
Thanks, Ollie. Thanks for having me. Hope everyone's doing all right.
That's all right. We may have a few other guests later on in the stream popping in, but I'll leave that until later because it may or may not happen yet. So we'll leave it for now. We'll start with some comments. I can see some people have sent some comments in. We've got Stacey here. Hello, Stacey. What is the best acting performance in a movie you did not like overall? Good question. I'll go for one that's fresh in my mind because I was only talking about it yesterday, and I'll say Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood.
Oh, okay.
Because
you didn't like
his
that
performance is really good, but
yeah.
I just found it a bit boring, the film itself. But his performance was really good.
That's a tough one.
It's a hard question, yeah.
Yeah. I'll say I do like the film, but I know it's not an amazing film. I don't think it's just bang average, but probably Alan Rickman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, not a bad answer.
Yeah.
Pretty average, yeah. Stacey also says, best scene in a movie where they are in a set piece or structure that starts falling apart as the scenes go on. Like a building being destroyed? For some reason, the only thing that's coming to mind straight away is it's not a good film. Expendables 3. I'm sure there's a bit at the end with Mel Gibson where they're fighting in like an abandoned building and there's like helicopters that destroy it.
Right, okay.
But I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind.
The thing that came to my mind was Endgame.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
After Hulk snaps his fingers, everything just goes wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't really think of anything. But Bad Boys for Life, the ending fight in that's pretty good. The building basically gets destroyed in that, so that's a good one. Yeah. Sai's here. Hello, Sai.
Hey, Sai.
Stacey says, have you seen She Rides Shotgun? Someone's asked us this before. I think that's the Taron Egerton one. I've not seen it myself. Have you seen it, Andy?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard of it, to be honest. No.
It's supposed to be quite good. It's like a crime thriller. I think it came out in the summer, like an indie crime thriller where I think he's got to protect his daughter or something. Got good reviews, but yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'll look out for it. Give it a go.
Yeah. Make Green Day biopic? Not really big on Green Day. What about you, Andy?
They're all right. I can listen to them, but I'm not like a massive fan or anything. But I prefer some of their early stuff. But no, I couldn't even pick 3 actors to play them.
Yeah. Terrific to see you and Andy. Thanks, Stacey.
Thank you, Stacey.
Words and Pictures is here. Hello, Words and Pictures. Evening, Ollie and Andy.
Evening.
We've got Melina in the chat. Hello, Melina.
Hello.
Another water ride question. Go on a slow boat water ride or dark ride for Cloverfield. Oh, it's got to be dark ride. It's all set at night.
I'll pick the slow boat because I'd be shit scared.
Would you? Yeah, I suppose. But the more effective one would be the dark ride because it's all at night. But
yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, Stacey. Iron Man 3, where his mansion falls apart. Literally, just gets destroyed.
Yeah, that's good.
Good one.
It was a bit of a
Six.
stupid decision. He gives his address away.
Yeah. Always terrific seeing Andy, one of the YouTubers that I first started watching.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. It means a lot.
We got Alan here. Hello, Alan. Hi, lads. Hope you're well. Hard to believe 2025 is almost gone. What in your opinion are I think you mean where are we at with physical media? Do you feel optimistic for the future? Andy, what are your hopes for next year? I don't know if you want to go first, Andy.
Yeah, sure. I think it's been an amazing year, and there's still some stuff to come out. There's two things in particular I'm waiting for this month. The Arrow Turtles trilogy and the new Disney box set that's coming out in a few weeks. But I think this year's been absolutely amazing. People say it's dead. I don't. I think it's thriving better than ever. But I want it to slow down just a little bit because it has been an expensive year. Like there's just been so many releases that it's been impossible to keep track of. But yeah, I hope we do get some decent releases in 26. I want to see more Warner Brothers special editions, some more interesting releases from Arrow. Yeah, sky's the limit.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm not one for collecting sort of like the Arrow stuff, the Criterion stuff. I usually get them in like sales, but
Yeah.
I think from what I've seen, it's been a pretty good year, and I do like that we're getting more like back catalog titles that haven't been on Blu-ray before, because those are the ones that I like to get because they're films that you may not necessarily watch until they just announced out of the blue. So I think that's what I've liked the most about this year, because you get people saying all the time that physical media is dying, but the sales for physical media are still as strong as they ever have been, and we're still getting these really good additions from all these boutique labels, and they're putting the effort in. So I think we're really good, and I think it can only get better, really, hopefully. But yeah, I just hope next year we just kind of get that quality. Like I said, I'd like to see more of the back catalogue titles get released on like it's the smaller labels. Like I think Fabulous Films does it. I noticed that is it Icon Entertainment, Mel Gibson's company? They've put out quite a few. Like they did I think it was a reissue of End of Days last year, and they put out Unlawful Entry.
I love that film.
Yeah, they've put quite a few out this year as well, and just like stuff like that I just like. I think Clue's just come out for the first time on Blu-ray over here as well this past week in 4K. So that's another one that I want to grab. What did I put? Oh, the Ice Storm just came out on Blu-ray for the first time the other week. I picked that up. Love seeing films like that you wouldn't just normally get, or America's had the Blu-ray on some sort of label for years, and we're only just getting them, even if it is just as bog standard release, which I'm happy with. So just keep that going. I think that's what I think.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Sai says, I've just watched the first episode of Pluribus and I'm hooked. Vince Gilligan has done it again. Have you seen any of that yet, Andy?
No, never heard of it. But if it's got Vince Gilligan attached to it, it's going to be good.
I've seen the first episode as well. It's really good. It's one of those that the way they marketed it as well was so clever, because they didn't, like, I think it was back in June, they literally just released a 20-second clip of a woman licking a donut.
Okay.
And the marketing campaign's just been genius. And it's just one of those shows that you just would never know. You couldn't tell where it's going to go. It's just wild, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the episodes, because I've not seen any of Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul yet, so I need to go back and watch that. But yeah, he seems like a really good creator.
Yeah, I loved Breaking Bad. I thought it was amazing. I didn't get into Better Call Saul. I think I watched the first 1 or 2 episodes, but it just didn't work for me.
Yeah,
but I absolutely loved Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I've heard it's pretty good sci-fi, this new series. But what I've seen so far is like pretty weird, pretty good though. Oh, we got Johnny here. Hello, Johnny.
Yep.
Stacy says, I recommend Mastermind, Americana, Mighty Supreme. Mastermind's the Kelly Reichardt film. I think that's on Mubi over here, so we'll probably get a decent Blu-ray of that in the new year.
Okay.
I don't think we've had Americana come out over here yet. I think it was Lionsgate over in America. But yeah, I think it's like they're all hunting for some sort of treasure. It's like a black comedy, I think. I did see the trailer. It looks interesting. And Mighty Supreme, I don't even think that's that's not even out in the States yet, Stacey, so I'm not quite sure how you've seen it, but hey ho, you must go in circles. Best of the year. I hope you can see the movie despite Chalamet. He looks good from the trailer, if I'm being honest with you. It's just typically just not the type of actor I enjoy. If he's the future of Hollywood, then I think we're screwed. I was having a conversation with my dad the other day, just saying, like, where's all the movie stars? There's no movie stars anymore. Like, the last of the movie stars are like Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, George Clooney, and they're like in their 60s now. Like, where are these? Like, Glenn Powell's not a movie star. Timothy Chalamet's not a movie star. Like, they just don't. I think partly it's down to the films just aren't the same as they used to be anymore. But yeah, that we could talk about that for ages. So I won't go. I won't blag on about that. But are you interested in any of those films, Andy?
I definitely want to check out Mighty Supreme because I've seen the trailer. Like I went to the cinema last night, and one of the trailers was that. So yeah, I do want to see it. It looks good.
Cool. Do you have a favorite Audrey Hepburn performance? Good question. I'm trying to think what I've not seen her in much, to be honest with you. Wait Until Dark. I did like her in that. She's really good in that.
The Children's Hour for me. I love that film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Stacey says, I've been excited for the rumor of McConaughey as Bond villain. Depending on how they go with the movie, that could be good. I don't think I've not heard of that rumor, Stacey. I don't know about that, and I don't think that would. I don't think he would make a convincing villain in a Bond film. If I'm being honest, just thinking about it, I don't know how you feel about that, Andy.
He'd have to be like done up in so much makeup that he'd have to be unrecognizable. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So it doesn't take you out of the film, but yeah, I don't know what's happening with the Bond films now.
I don't know where it's got. I think the last thing I read, which I didn't write down because it's not really newsworthy, because there seems to be a bit of Bond news every week now. But I read that Callum Turner is now the big name, and
right.
I don't know what to believe. I think people are just spewing out information just to keep it relevant.
Yeah, it feels like a series that's just in limbo at the minute. That you just
definitely
with it.
Stacey says, I agree with Andy. Physical media movies were terrific this year.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, it's been good.
Giz is here. Hello, Giz.
Hey, Giz.
Johnny says, physical will be in its continual decline until it has its final moment when the kids want it. Well, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it is in a decline at all, because the sales, it's DVDs more than anything, the sales are still there. I mean, unfortunately, we do have streaming, so people sort of my age and younger probably, you see it, you're going to see a lot less people getting these things that are my age now, which is a shame. But as long as we keep pushing on, are putting out these sorts of things, talking about physical media, I don't think it will ever die. I think it'll always have some sort of existence.
Yeah, collectible stuff usually sells out as well in a couple of days of the pre-order going up.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alan says, I'm just looking forward to getting Once Upon a Time in America on 4K just before Christmas in my top 3 gangster movies. Nice. Never seen that one, actually. Have you seen that one, Andy?
Yeah, it's really good. It's quite long, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of these must-see gangster movies. 84, I think. But yeah.
Oh, nice. James Woods.
Yeah, James Woods, Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Nice. Stacey says, an amazing amount of physical media lately and new features. Yeah, I think you in America, Stacey, you're getting a lot more than we are. We're getting some stuff, but you're getting a lot of stuff as well. You've got a lot more different labels than us.
Yeah. I wish we had like Scream Factory over here because the state
A Kino.
Kino Lorber, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few of them, but I have to get them imported, and they're always really expensive.
Expensive. Yeah, I've got I think I've got 1 or 2 Kino titles that I just found cheap.
Yeah.
But the problem is obviously they're region A locked, so they'll only play on my region 3 player. But I think I got 2 Scream Factory. I got Dawn of the Dead and Life Force on Scream Factory. That's a nice label as well.
Yeah, Scream Factories and that their releases are nice. They're very simplistic, but I don't know what it is about them. They just look really nice on the shelf.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they fit in well.
Yeah.
Physical media's resurgence has been great for micro and low budget filmmakers. Same with the pre-funding. Yeah, I agree. I think you're right there. Do you have a favorite movie to watch when you get home from a day's labor? Do you want to go first, Andy? Got a particular favorite?
Yeah, loads. They're just the comfort movies I can put on that I can just watch at any time. Something like Dumb and Dumber, The Wedding Singer, or Adam's Family Values. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Nice. Although I have my favorite films, I don't go back to films very often. I think because I'm at that age where I'm trying to watch as many like sort of classics and films that I've always wanted to see. And I sort of prioritize them over rewatching films. So like for example, like my favorite film, Forrest Gump, I've probably not seen that in like 3 years because I don't like. I'm also afraid that if for some films, if I constantly rewatch them, then I won't enjoy them as much. Whereas if I leave a bigger gap between watching them, I'll feel it all over again. Like I think like now, if I went back to the American Pie films, because it's been about 4 years since I watched them last, I'd absolutely love them all over again because it's been a while since I've watched them. So yeah, I wouldn't say I particularly have a go-to film. I have a go-to type of film. When I get home from work, I just like to watch something that's just an easy watch. It's not too long. Don't have to concentrate on it too much. Like short films, like 90-minute films, because then as well, if I put a 90-minute film on, the chances are I could probably fit 2 in one night. And most films that are that long are pretty easy to watch. Usually they're not going to be like Schindler's List or anything where you got to really concentrate. No. So yeah, that's what I would say anyway. Spectre's here. Hello, Spectre. Have you guys checked out Stranger Things yet? And if so, what are your thoughts? Have you seen it yet, Andy?
Yes. Yeah, I've watched is it 4 episodes?
4. Yeah.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Stranger Things fan. Don't get me wrong; it's a show I really like, but I don't go crazy over it. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I've watched the new episodes, and I've really quite enjoyed them. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, same. I watched I watched 2 on Thursday night and 2 yesterday evening. But I was saying to like my mum, they have a very cinematic feeling that not all streaming shows have. They're like very big, especially this series and the last series. They're very big. You can tell they've put a lot of money into it, but probably because they know it's got a huge audience and they want it to work. But yeah, I'm not. Obviously, we won't talk spoilers, but I thought each episode just got better and better, and the ending I think it's a great cliffhanger because it leaves you just wanting to know a little bit more, and you've not got too long to wait for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 3. I think on Boxing Day.
Getting next day, Boxing Day, and then I think New Year's Day is the last one.
Yeah, there's. I don't know if it'll be over here or if it's just in the States, but they're supposed to be showing it in like select cinemas, the finale. But if they do show it over here, I definitely will be going to see that on New Year's Eve, I think. But New Year's Day is when the finale comes onto Netflix, which is going to be a good day because I don't know if do you watch any of the Harlan Coben series that come on Netflix?
No.
They're quite good. They do one every New Year's Day, and it's like got a really good sort of cast. Like this one's got James Nesbitt, Minnie Driver, Ruth Jones, and it's always like a murder mystery sort of thing. So it's always good to start the year with something good like that. And the trailer came out today, and it actually looks pretty good. So yeah, usually it's just 6 episodes, so pretty easy to watch. So that'll be my New Year's Day sorted.
Right, yeah.
Well, and I want to go and see Song Sung Blue because that comes out on New Year's Day, and that looks really good. I don't know if you know about that one, Andy.
No.
It's like about a Neil Diamond tribute act. It's got Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson in.
Oh yeah, I've seen the poster for it. Yeah.
It looks really good, and I'm a big Neil Diamond fan, so I'm definitely going to see that.
Yeah.
Reboot Death Wish again with Tom Selleck. Why Tom Selleck? That's just so random. He's old. I'd like to see the story of Dark Passage, the Humphrey Bogart movie, redone, or a new version of that. It was an interesting story. I've not seen that one. I'm guessing it's some sort of noir from the 40s. Have you seen that one, Andy?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Might be one I've got on the watch pile, but
yeah, I've heard of it as well, but I don't know what it is. I'm guessing if it's Humphrey Bogart, it sounds like a noir film. So.
yeah.
Alan says, have we seen the last of Scream / Shout Factory as we know them due to the recent restructure? It was noticeable how quiet they were this year. I don't really pay attention to that sort of stuff because I'm more about the stuff that's coming out over here. Because I would never import anything because it's pretty expensive to import stuff. But I don't know what you think about that one, Andy. If you've got any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I hope they can. Excuse me. I hope they can maintain a bit of consistency because I know there has been a bit of struggle there. I know there's been a bit of a takeover, but I don't know what it is about Scream Factory. I just like their releases, but yeah, they're just so expensive for us to import. So I've had to sort of catch up on a few that I've missed this year, like the Child's Play one and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But yeah, there's so much more they could do if they get the rights to like some more 80s horror movies. I'd love to see them put out, but yeah, I just hope they can iron out any creases they need to.
Yeah. We've got Adam here. Hello, Adam. Good evening, Ollie, Andy, and everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for stopping by, Adam. What would be a better board game adaptation, Risk or Lie Detector, or something else? To do another Clue.
Yeah.
Reboot Clue. I think that would work well in the modern day with phones and stuff. I think that could do well. That's the first board game that sort of comes to my head because I know that they've already done it and it was successful. So yeah, I don't know if you've got any board games that you'd like to see adapted.
I don't know, maybe Monopoly.
I was just thinking that because I think a few years back Kevin Hart was adapting a Monopoly film, which is really random, but
yeah,
could work. I don't know how they do it, but it could work. I mean, look what Barbie did. That's just a doll.
Yeah. And I liked Barbie.
Yeah, I did as well for what it was.
Yeah.
Stacey said, "Hungry, hungry hippos. I'd like that if the hippos are feared and then become helpers, and they help the tourists find a tour heist like Home Alone meets Space." There's a film. Do you know the film, Andy? I don't know if you've seen it, where they take the piss out of it, and the guy, whoever the lead actor that's in it, plays an actor in the film, and he stars in like a TV mini series of Hungry Hungry Hippos. It must be a comedy, but I can't for the life. If anyone
No,
knows,
I can't place
can't
that.
for the life of me, but I can remember seeing it because they take the piss out of it and they show like a commercial for the new Hungry Hungry Hippos TV show. But yeah, I can't for the life of me remember what film it was. If anyone knows, let me know. Pizza, hello, Pete. I've met Ruth Jones a few times. Lovely woman. Yeah, she seems really nice. She seems like she's very hospitable. She'll like talk to her fans and stuff. Like she doesn't. She's not like one of those stuck-up celebrities that think she's it. You know, down to earth. I
No.
think that's the word. Fantastic latest haul video, Andy. Congrats on picking up the many great additions to your awesome collection. Several fantastic second sight limited editions. Blair Witch Project is a great release.
Oh no, thanks, Adam. Yeah, yeah. Just thanks very much for watching it, and yeah, I just had to go back and try and get as many of the special edition second sight ones that I missed. But I'm looking forward to delving into that Blair Witch one.
Yeah,
Some good things about the release.
I started your video last night, but I thought it was 11 o'clock when I started it, so I thought it's best not to, because if I knew I would, if I didn't, I literally stopped before you started showing your pic, because I thought if I start now, I won't be able to finish, and by the time it finishes, it'd be like 20 past 12.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll wait and I'll give it some proper time. I'll try and watch it tomorrow at some point because I do like watching your videos.
Yeah, watch it in parts. Watch it in your own time. Like, absolutely fine. Yeah. No, I'm glad people enjoy it like yourself and people find it entertaining. So yeah,
they're the best videos. They're my favorite types of videos to watch. Haul videos, just to see different titles get talked about.
Yeah.
It just interests me more than anything else, I think, with physical media.
Yeah, Sam messaged me yesterday and he said, "Oh, thank God you put your whole video up because me and Sam support the same football team and they got battered." And he was like, "I needed your whole video to cheer me up."
Yeah.
So I was like, "You're more than welcome, Sam."
Yeah. We're 24 minutes in. I feel like I should say hi to Kenny in case he watches on replay. Also, I best say Sandra Bullock is lovely. Yes, she is lovely. Kenny will appreciate that. He's a bit ill today, which is why he's not on. He's got a case of the man flu. So hopefully he shall be back next week. Hopefully. Stacey says, "I'm so excited for Song Sung Blue as well. That is in my top 3 of the year. I've seen 2 early screenings for that already, and we'll go to that when it's released. I hope it is praised and makes money." Good to know, Stacey. Yeah. I think you get it Christmas Day. It comes out in the States, which is still odd. I still find that really odd that their cinemas are open on Christmas Day. Like, who goes to the cinema on Christmas Day? It's just weird.
Yeah.
Further to that, she says, also, I hope Kate Hudson is nominated. She is the best actress of the year, in my opinion. Song Sung Blue is a major dark horse contender. Excellent, inspiring movie. I've heard she is really good in it. I've heard both of them are really good in it.
Okay.
Mousetrap with all the Rube Goldberg traps would be a fun board game adaptation. Nice.
I used to love that game as a kid.
I don't think I've ever played it. Is that the one with the mouse that goes around the board?
Yeah, the board, and then I think it's like you set up a piece of the trap as you go along.
Right.
It just the whole board game becomes this giant trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Helen says, "Forgotten World of Movies should be sponsored by the shopping channel, Andy."
Yeah.
Should be. You should have some sort of sponsor.
Wow.
Stacy said Monopoly movie with Paul Giamatti as Man in the Hat and him foiling bad tech. Oh my god, Paul Giamatti in anything, sign me up.
Yeah.
Just sign me up. I'm there day one. This is probably more for you, Andy, because I don't really do boutique, as you know. But what are your 3 favorite second sight releases ever?
Without shadow of a doubt, the number one is Dawn of the Dead. The big boxed edition with the 7 discs in and the novel. I don't think they're ever going to top that. Yeah, my other 2 would probably be Drive and The Hitcher. Not Drive, sorry, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Hitcher.
Nice. I'm just trying to...
nice.
Yeah. I don't think I have any second sight titles in my collection. I'm trying to think, but I can't recall ever picking any up. I think with Second Sight as well, I think a lot of the films that have been released have already had a Blu-ray release. And because I probably already have that Blu-ray, I probably just don't want to bother spending the extra money. Because for me, I know a lot of people love like the special features and everything that comes with. But yeah, it just doesn't really bother me. So I'm happy with the film itself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's Jim, speak of the devil. Hello, Ollie and Andy. I'm currently sitting in my car while my wife is in a doctor's appointment, just a standard appointment. That's good, Jim. Hopefully I'll be able to join you later. I hope so too, Jim, because we've got a very interesting topic that we shall be discussing if you do join us. A juicy one that you'll have probably a lot of knowledge on, which you're already aware of anyway. But yeah, hopefully you can join later. We'll just see how it goes. If you can't, no problem at all.
Yeah. Hopefully see you soon, Jim.
Yep. Alan says, I recently saw The Holdovers for the first time, and in my opinion will become a Christmas staple in years to come. Beautiful film. Couldn't agree more. Love that film. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Love it. I don't know if it's a Christmas staple for me yet, but I probably might rewatch it again this year.
Yeah. For me, I love Alexander Payne, and I got to see that as part of the programming at my local independent cinema when they were showing some of the films from the London Film Festival 2 years ago now. And I just fell in love with the film instantly. We watched it on Christmas Eve last year because I wanted to show everyone at home it, and they all adored it as well. I just love doing that because like the year before we watched Violent Night on Christmas Eve, which I love. And it's in my pile to watch again this year because I don't think we watched it last year. It's a shame because there's not been any like because there wasn't really any new Christmas films last year. I've not picked any up to watch this year. And it's kind of the same this year. There's a few streaming ones, like there's the new Michelle Pfeiffer one, which I probably watch. But next year looks like it's going to be a bit better because I know we got the new Christmas Carol with Johnny Depp and Violent Night 2's next year as well. And I think there's the Arnie Christmas film coming out next year where he plays Santa. So there's a few next year. So might be a bit better next year. What action villain would you want as your bodyguard or enforcer? The problem with that is they all lose in the end, so it's kind of, I suppose it'd have to be someone that keeps coming back and is always, he doesn't actually die, because if he dies then it's not much good, is it?
Yeah, it's probably like a Carl from Die Hard.
Yeah.
Coming back at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Maybe. That'd be good. Juicy. Was that me? Did I say juicy? Sorry, Jim. It's a very juicy topic, though. You should agree. It's a topic that like last week, is a topic that I'm very passionate about talking about. I'll go ahead and say what it is now, because if we don't get to talk about it today, we'll talk about it on another stream. But Stephen King, his adaptations, because I ordered, like, thanks to Jim, because he just kept listing them off. I think I ordered about 8 of his films, like adaptations, yesterday. Because I think we started because we were talking about Dolores Claiborne, which is such an underrated film.
Yeah.
But I just said, why don't we just talk about it? Because there's so many that Jim loves that. Some of the ones he mentioned yesterday I'd never even heard of. So it'd be a topic that we could probably talk about quite lengthy. So that's why it's juicy. The BBC hires you to be the next Barry Norman, in the film guy. Yeah, I know who he is now. Someone explained who he is to me. I'm not that. I'm too young to have known who he was. What are the 3 interviews of filmmakers or performers you choose to interview? So, what are the 3? I'm guessing the 3 people you would want to interview first. I suppose it all depends on what films are coming out.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't just randomly talk to someone unless you had a project to talk to, unless you're doing like some sort of retrospective on a film. I don't know if you've got any answers to that one, Andy.
I'm struggling with that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
God.
I'd love to sit down and talk to Spielberg for an hour, just about everything, like about his childhood. Obviously, we sort of know a lot through like the Fablemans and his documentary and stuff, but he's just always fascinated me as a person, like, because he's really one of the reasons why a lot of us love film as much as we do. So I'd love to just dig into his brain and just find out more from him.
Yeah. Maybe Cameron for me, but I don't want him to chew my ear off about Avatar.
Yeah, yeah.
His earlier stuff.
Yeah.
I'd
love to talk to like Keanu Reeves, because he just seems like such a lovely guy.
Yeah.
I think he'd just be great, because it wouldn't feel like an interview. I think it would just feel very casual. He seems like that type of person that just wants to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So if it's one of your first interviews, then I think he would be just a great interviewee.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I have. Other than that, I don't really have any clue who I'd ask.
It's got to be someone that is good. Is going to give you a good interview. You don't want someone that's not going to be very good. I'd say not really a filmmaker or performer, but Miriam Margolyes tells good stories, and she again knows how to keep an audience and stuff, and have a good interview. Yeah, that's 3 from me. I don't know if you've got any more, Andy.
No, I can't think of any more. I watched a film with her in today.
Oh, you did? What was it?
Yeah, it was the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, End of Days.
Oh yeah, I love that film. I watched that for the first time last year. It's just a crazy film.
There was a scene in it which I totally forgot about, where she just kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah,
I was like, this is really entertaining.
Yeah. She was talking about I didn't watch it all, but she was talking, I think it was on This Morning or something, or one of the morning shows, about Arnold Schwarzenegger farting when they were making that film.
Wow.
She's got some really. Have you heard the story about the man at the tree?
Yeah.
And did you watch Graham Norton?
I watched on Instagram
the clip.
It's
wild. It's just the fact that you think the story's ended and it's wild enough, and then it goes on, and then you think that's even, and then it goes on again, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I need to catch up on Graham Norton.
Yeah, he's just he's a great. He's one of, like, now, if you're talking about across the world, he's one of the best interviewers,
Yeah.
and you can tell that from the guests that he gets, and the fact that guests that they keep big stars will keep coming back because he just makes them feel very comfortable, and it's not like a normal interview. Like if you go on these American talk shows where it feels very much like an interview.
Yeah.
Jim says, I must admit, Bad Santa has definitely become one of my favorite Christmas films ever. Every time I watch it, I still laugh hysterically. I fucking love Thurman Merman. It's just so stupid. So stupid.
I enjoy Bad Santa.
Yeah, it's a fun film. Oh, yes. I got someone that agrees with me. The correct answer to Stacey's question is the Terminator. Thank you, Jim. He is originally a villain who becomes a bodyguard protector. Exactly. That's what was going through my head as well. Spectre says, what do you think of Terminator 3 and how would you rank it in the franchise? You can go first, Andy.
It's just a very bang average movie. It's really, really underwhelming compared to the first two. Well, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything new.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't do anything to stand out from the crowd. It's just after Terminator 2, I can completely just take or leave all the sequels.
Yeah. If I was ranking them, I haven't seen Salvation, so I can't rank that. But I would probably go right at the bottom. I'd probably go Genesis.
Yeah.
Then I'd go Terminator 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd go. I don't want to be controversial, but I really did like Dark Fate. I know a lot of people had problems with that film. I'll put it 3. But like I did really enjoy it. And then I'd put The Terminator, which I was tempted to put behind Dark Fate, but again, The Terminator is such a great film as well. And obviously T2 is one of the best action films ever made, so that's definitely number one for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. I'd probably go Genesis last, even though I still found that film entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining for what it is.
Then probably maybe Terminator 3, then Dark Fate or Salvation. The problem I had with Dark Fate was it wasn't the beginning, because people say like that beginning.
That's what really pisses people off. Yeah.
The problem I have with it is the movie's so dark, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah, especially towards the end when they're like in the immigration center or wherever it is, and then they get on the helicopter, you just can't see anything.
Yeah, it's like the movie just decides to become pitch black, like for the final act, and I just couldn't. That annoyed me more than anything with that film. But 1 and 2 are just, if you love movies and collect movies, you have to have those first two somehow in your collection, because they're 2 of the best films ever made, as far as I'm concerned.
Funnily enough, I only got the original in my collection on 4K for the first time this year, at all, like on any format, because I think it was going for like £12 on Amazon. So I thought, well, I can't really miss up on that. In fact, I think it might have been like Giz that put me in that direction. I think he mentioned it. But yeah, so I agree with you. They're just films that everybody's just got to watch and have in their collection if you're a collector.
Yeah, I do slightly prefer the first one over 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just because I just think it's a darker movie.
Yeah,
I like that about it, but I'm not taking anything away from 2. It's one of the best films ever made.
Yeah, definitely. Action villain for Bodyguard, maybe Dracula. He always comes back. Yeah, but I don't know how long he would be able to. The Terminator is built to protect. Literally, his one job is to protect slash destroy or whatever. Dracula would probably, if there's like lots of people, he'd probably be able to take a few people, but he's not got any like other than biting people and sneaking up on people. He's not really got that much. I suppose what is whatever
Yeah.
version of Dracula. If you're talking about the original version of Dracula, he's sneaky more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, if you put garlic in his food without him knowing, he's done.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Jim, quite lengthy. That's why it's juicy. That's what she said. Behave, Jim. Okay, another weird Stacy question. M. Night Shyamalan, or as Stacy's put, Shyamalan calls you. He's like, what the fuck can I do to have a 4-quadrant hit? He asks you, should he make Sixth Sense again with another twist? Or should he readapt Parallax View? What else should he do? Well, I definitely wouldn't ever suggest remaking one of his best films, because that's bound to fail. And I don't think we need to remake a film that was generally considered good in the first place. So just do something original that's just got a good twist. That's what I say.
Yeah. He's hit and miss. I'd just say just do something original. Because when he does something original, sometimes it sticks and sometimes it just falls on its ass.
Yeah. Those first 3 films are perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like them.
Yeah.
I actually really thought his best film in a long time was probably Knock at the Cabin.
I did enjoy that, yeah.
I actually did enjoy it. I enjoyed to an extent. I did enjoy Trap.
It just went on too long.
It's going on, and my God, that movie asks too much of you to suspend.
Yeah.
It asks way too much.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Recently had a chat with a friend about memorable movie endings. We both thought of The Mist and the original Planet of the Apes. Any favourites of your own? I'm going to go with a fresh one that I've now watched and I can talk about it. Andy will definitely agree with me.
Yeah.
And that's The Last American Virgin,
Yeah.
which is definitely one of the most memorable endings because of how shocking it is. Won't spoil it, but that fucking pissed me off big time. Jim will attest to that because he got the brunt of my frustration straight after I'd watched it.
Did it piss you off in a good way? Like it pissed you off? Like
it just made me want to read. It made me think. Like I had to think happy thoughts. Like Stuart, I had to think like, no, that wasn't the real ending. What really happened is 20 minutes after the film finished, he went back. And I can't say because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's not seen it. And something happens that it's just that ending. It's just like it comes out of nowhere. Like you're expecting it to be a nice ending, but because I think why it's so memorable is, but like Jim said, because it doesn't do what all the other like 80s sex comedies do, and it goes somewhere different. That's why it's so memorable as a film and as an ending.
Yeah, it's bleak.
Yeah, big time. Like The Mist.
It is, yeah, it's bleak, but that ending makes the movie for me. It's not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's a good film. About 60% of it is just daft, silly humor. The acting in the movie is not particularly good either, but I don't know. There's just something about that ending.
I agree.
That ending's
just hard.
That ending's too good for that movie. Like it's just it's too good.
Real. It's real because that is what would happen. It's not giving you a Hollywood ending. It's giving you something that's real that would actually happen, and people just don't expect that to happen in a film like that.
It's like that. It's like that kid at school who is like a solid C student, and then all of a sudden he turns in like an A-star paper, like right at the end of term.
Yeah.
Like that is what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that ending is just too good. It's too good for that movie,
Yeah.
but it is bleak. It's bleak as anything.
Yeah. If you've got any, please feel free to say, because I need to think.
Trying to think. That's my go-to. That one, Last American Virgin, for like shock endings.
Yeah. Usual Suspects.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I love that
And
film.
the Sixth Sense as well. Like that ending's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. The ending to Saw might be one of the best endings to a film ever as well.
Oh, I've not seen. Those aren't my type of films, but I can imagine. Yeah,
that's fair enough. I would recommend if checking the first one out, even if you stopped after the first one. The first movie is worth checking out.
Okay, cool.
For sure, because that ending's phenomenal.
Yeah. The Bodyguard. Probably not for everyone, but that's got a pretty memorable ending when on the plane and then freeze frame. Breakfast Club. Not that I like it, but the ending at the end.
Yeah. I've ordered that on 4K from the States. So that's
cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Is that Criterion?
Yeah. I think we only got the Blu-ray over here, but
yeah.
I've ordered 4K from the States because I do love that movie.
Yeah. Any more that come to mind?
I think the big one might be Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Cliffhanger. Yeah.
Bad guy wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably that. Just
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War.
Another one.
Amazing ending. Yeah, I just say if you've not seen Last American Virgin, check that movie out if you can.
Yeah, thanks for recommending that, Andy, because that's one I'm going to recommend to people now as well.
Yeah, I've recommended that to some people and they've hated it.
Oh, really?
They hate
it.
It's like,
it's a weird one because I was pissed off, but not pissed off that I didn't like the film, just pissed off because it does piss you off because it's just not what you're expecting, and it's just like, why is she so stupid? Like, like it's just stupid.
But that people are like that in real life. It's like
exactly, yeah. People make stupid mistakes.
They make mistakes, and they make they make the wrong ones, but they have like devastating repercussions, and it's like, oh god, just
I know.
It's fucking bleak.
Oh, I know. David Strathairn is the new villain in Zootopia 2. He's in Lynx. He was also great this year in A Little Prayer. I need to watch that. Did you get around to watching that, Andy?
Little Prayer? No, I haven't seen it.
What about Zootopia 2?
No, I haven't seen that.
Not seen that yet. No, I do like David Strathairn. He's a great character actor. Adam says Stephen King adaptations is a topic to talk about. Legendary storyteller who has created so many awesome characters. Have many of his books and enjoyed most of the TV adaptations. Yeah, it is a good. I think he's definitely a good topic to talk about because there's so much to talk about. Because I think they say outside of Dickens, he is the most adapted author ever.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim says, I absolutely adore The Mist, especially because of the ending. I read the novella years earlier and did not see that twist coming. It's, again, a bleak ending, and it's just tears you up.
Yeah, it's not the ending's like it's nothing to do with what The Mist is. It's just what
Just
the main character
horrible
does.
ending. Yeah.
It's just the ending's just bad timing.
Yeah, definitely.
Bad
Literally
timing
for
at its worst.
seconds.
Literally bad timing. But it's not like a twist with what the mist actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great film. I love it.
Yeah. If I was the new Barry Norman, I'd love to interview David Fincher. Yeah, he'd be interesting because he's done some really good films.
Yeah.
Jim would love to interview Walter Hill, another good director to interview and writer.
Yeah.
Sai says Joe Dante would be a good interview. Yeah, I agree there, definitely. Alive or Dead, Mark says. Hi, Mark. Mine would be Orson Welles, John Ford, William Wyler. Some landmark directors there.
Yeah.
Jim says the first two Terminator movies are absolute gold. The third one is okay, and then they progressively got worse. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sai says, I think I'm the only person who enjoyed Terminator Genesis. Well, me and Andy just said we enjoyed it, so you've got two more people.
I wouldn't say it's a good film, but it's
No.
entertaining.
It is, yeah.
I wasn't bored watching it. It was.
I do think it's a bit stupid, making
it's the
decisions in the story is just a bit stupid, but
yeah, I just don't buy Jai Courtney as Cal Reese. He's just horrible.
no, he's not a great actor. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's it's weird because sometimes he does have like he was great in Dangerous Animals, and he's great. He's probably the best part of Suicide Squad, but he's he in other stuff I've seen him in, he's terrible. Just absolutely zero charisma, zero star presence on screen.
Yeah.
Like, he's terrible in Terminator Genesis, and he's terrible in Die Hard 5. But he's just really hit and miss. Like he probably has one of the best agents because they did get him in like some really good stuff for a time. Like there was a time where he was like in everything, but yeah, he just didn't work in that movie.
No, yeah. Jim bullying Sai, you are. No, he's not. There's other people that like it, Jim. Giz just bought the Salem's Lot 50th anniversary hardback release. It's huge with a brilliant updated introduction by Stephen King. Awesome. Bet that's nice.
Nice.
Stacey says, is Gabriel Byrne underrated? Yeah, I really like Gabriel Byrne. End of Days, obviously. But he's been in some other cracking films.
Miller's Crossing.
Yeah, I've not seen that one yet.
It's good. Hereditary.
Again, I've not seen that.
Yeah, Usual Suspects.
Obviously, yeah.
Trying
to think what else I've seen him in. He was in one this year with Pierce Brosnan called 4 Letters of Love. That was quite good.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I think he's in the 94 version of Little Women as well.
Okay. I've seen the new one. I've not seen the 90s one. Yeah. Good actor, though. Definitely a good actor. Obviously, he was in Ballerina as well this year.
Yeah.
Giz says he got it off eBay, but it's in the shops too. It was $17.50. It's a massive read. That's not bad for a big hardback book, to be honest. Most new books that are hardback generally go for that. So yeah, it's not a bad price.
Not at all.
Stacey says Graham Norton is also a terrific novelist. I highly recommend his books. I was so surprised to know he could do both. Yeah, I've heard he's written some pretty good books. Yeah. But yeah, I've never read any of them.
I'm actually surprised at how funny he is as well.
Yeah,
like, normally on his shows, he's normally the funniest person.
Yeah, it's because he just says stuff that just comes out of nowhere.
There was one time he had me in absolute stitches. I think he showed a picture of Austin Butler when he was dressed up for Dune Part 2. And I think he just said, Austin, what the fuck happened to you? And I just lost it. I absolutely lost it laughing because it was just so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spectre says Terminator is the wise choice for a bodyguard, as Dracula has so many weaknesses. Plus, who's going to protect you during the day? Exactly what Andy said.
Yeah.
Would you like a Terminator new version of events type movie where it is set in ancient China and a giant Atticus-like machine creates Skynet and can predict leaders and kill them? I want something original. I don't want a rehash of something that's already been done.
Exactly. If you want something original, just go back and watch the original version of
Well,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
That's why it
Yeah.
exists. Like I wouldn't want a remake of the Terminator. I'd just watch the original Terminator again.
Yeah, definitely.
That good of a film.
Yeah.
Because there's so many older movies just that are original. If you go back and watch them.
They just don't. They don't. The problem with Hollywood now is a lot of these major studios aren't what they used to be. They're owned by billionaires and businessmen that are only interested in making as much money as possible, and they do that by making sequels and remakes.
Yeah.
And you do get the occasional original film here and there, usually by a director that's well known, but just not to the extent that we used to back in the 80s.
Yeah, it's just they make decisions to make movies based off pie charts and figures.
Yeah,
and just look
definitely.
And go, yeah, like what sells, what doesn't sell.
Yeah. Jim says, I thought Ollie was going to cry from being so upset with the ending of the last American version. I never saw such a vitriol in his comments. I was close, Jim. I was just so right before bed as well. And I was just like, why? Just why?
It's fucking horrible, that ending.
Yeah, it is. I just felt so sorry for him.
It doesn't make you pissed off in the sense of like, oh, well, I wasted 90 minutes watching that film. No, it's not that kind of pissed off. It's just, oh, no. He deserves better than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the harshest degree.
Yeah. What Bond gadget or contraption or machine do you want most? Oh, obviously the DB5. It's got loads of gadgets in it.
The DB5, or I actually really like Christopher Lee's Golden Gun, Scaramanga's Golden Gun.
Yeah.
Like the cigarette holder, the pen, and the way it just sort of comes together.
Yeah. Identity has a great ending, and that actually what was that, Andy?
I was thinking of that one.
Yeah. But we were actually going to talk about that because, as well as Stephen King, I was going to bring in, which we briefly spoke about, me and Jim last night, films that feel like they could be a Stephen King story, and that is one of them.
Yeah, I 100% agree with
that. Sai says the ending of Seven is upsetting. That's disturbing. The ending of that film is disturbing. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is a memorable ending. Not seen that.
That's just a great horror film on its own.
Yeah.
It suffers because it's called Halloween 3.
Right.
If you just go in and watch it on its own merit, the ending to that is incredible.
Cool. Stacey said Trap looked cheap. M. Night pays for those movies himself and then sells them. Is nepotism the movie, basically?
Yeah.
Because he's just selling off his daughter, and the fact that she's a singer, go and see her. That's what pissed me off more than anything, I think.
Yeah.
T2 with Arnie Stums as he's lowered into the lava is an all-timer ending. Yeah, it's a great. Though that's not the end of the film, but I suppose it is part of the ending. Mark says the end of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas was horrific, to be honest. Yeah, I've heard horrific things about that ending.
Yeah. That's rough, that ending.
Yeah. I recommend The Spanish Prisoner. That's a good David Mamet British film, and Steve Martin has a darker role in that. Never heard of it. Yeah, not heard of that one. Have you heard of that, Andy?
I've seen it a long time ago, but I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, I have to look into that one.
Yeah.
Alan says, I think the non-horror King adaptations of movies are the best quite often. Stand By Me, Shawshank, The Green Mile, for example. I agree with you there. Definitely agree with you there. They work a lot more, I think, than some of the horror ones.
They're all great movies, but I would enjoy, as incredible as The Green Mile is, I would enjoy that movie more if it didn't have the supernatural element to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a powerful drama.
Yeah.
Stacy says, Guillermo del Toro calls you. He says he's getting really, really big money offers to make Gargoyles live action or to readapt Dark Shadows live action. Which one should he take? I'd love to see a Dark Shadows sequel with Johnny Depp back, but not. I don't think. I think I'd rather have Burton than Del Toro do it because he did the last one. But I'm not too familiar with Gargoyles. But yeah, I mean, whatever really. I'd see anything that Del Toro does.
If he's doing a Gargoyles like live action adaptation of the cartoon show, that all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Glenn Powell's Zendaya Bodyguard reboot, lol. No, because this is what I'm going back to. Glenn Powell's not a movie star. Kevin Costner is a movie star, or was a movie star. Like, he was huge in the 90s. But Glenn Powell's not on that level. I just don't think it works. He's not got the same pizzazz that... yeah, I don't know about that. Zendaya, potentially Zendaya. But I think if you're going to reboot Bodyguard, you've got to get another singer in there. Find a real singer to play that role, like they did with the original. Did you hear what they were going to do with the sequel to that, Andy? Because they were doing a sequel to it.
To The Bodyguard?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what they were going to do.
Really interesting. They were adapting it, and it was obviously Kevin Costner was going to come back. Whitney Houston wasn't. But it was going to be Princess Diana.
Okay.
And she was going to take on the lead role, female role, which I find fascinating. And they were literally working on it, I think, the day before she died. So it really was going to happen. And then obviously it didn't. But I'd just be interested to see how that would have panned out, because that just is an interesting story to me.
Yeah, that's mad. I remember when she died, Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, I think other than 9/11, that was just a story that was in the news every day. Every day. It was just, I didn't realize, because I think I was about 6 or 7 when it happened, but I didn't realize like the impactfulness of it. It was just everywhere.
Yeah. I was -6 when she died.
Wow.
Stacy says Jai great in Dangerous Animals. I need to check it out because I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah.
Stacy says Mount Rushmore of movie teachers in movies. Michelle Pfeiffer's character in Dangerous Minds. Definitely.
Robin Williams from Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Got to think. Oh, Mr. Holland from Mr. Holland's Opus. One of my favourite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just love that film.
Yeah.
It just makes you appreciate teachers.
Yeah. I forget the name of the teacher and I forget the name of the actor, but there's a movie called Stand and Deliver.
Edward James
Yeah,
Olmos.
yeah,
Yeah.
even that as well. That's a really underrated film.
Another underrated film, The Substitute. Tom Berenger.
I need to
He's a
see
good
that.
teacher at that. Well, he is a good teacher, so he sorts them out.
I need to see that.
Oh, it's such a
Mhm.
fun film. They did a sequel, but I didn't bother with that because I didn't
Okay.
think he came back. But yeah, it's such a fun film that is. It's basically like Dangerous Minds, but if
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds turned into an action film,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll
it's
check that
really
out.
good. Yeah, it is good. I think is that 4? We've done 4.
Yeah, I was thinking of like John Lovitz from High School High as well.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's just a daft comedy from the 90s.
Uh, yeah, I can't. It's hard. It's a unique question. It's hard to sort of think of
Yeah.
teachers in films, except for the obvious ones that we've already mentioned. Yeah, yeah. There
Yeah.
you go. Avatar often called live action Ferngully. Should they make one? Yeah, they say because I was listening to a podcast today, and James Cameron wrote Avatar 2 years after Ferngully came out in 90. I think he wrote it in like 95 or something, and then took him however many years to actually get it made. But yeah, you could definitely say that it's. I've not seen Ferngully, but I've read up about it, and people have spoken about it to me before, and definitely sounds like they embellished some
Yeah.
elements from that film.
Tim Curry's the best thing about that movie as well.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Is it Don Bluth?
No, I'm not. I don't think so.
Looks like that sort of animation, but
Yeah. But it's. I know it's. I think it's Fox, but
right, yeah.
I think Disney own it now. But yeah, it's. I think Christian Slater's in it. Robin
Oh,
Williams is in it.
oh wow, yeah,
Um, Tim Curry. It's not a bad film. It's got some good moments in it. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's just a story that's been done to death.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Best movie comedy beginning first 20 minutes. As soon as you said that, the first film that came to my mind is There's Something About Mary.
Yeah.
Because of because of the lead up to the zipper scene.
I'd have to go the third Naked Gun film. I've
I've
seen.
only seen the original.
Oh god, the opening is hysterical.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I agree with there's something about Mary that
yeah,
the first
pretty.
20 minutes for me. The first 20 minutes for me is the best part of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I suppose that's answered the question though, because we've given. She's not said movie comedies, so there you go. Alan says you're so right, Ollie. So few movie stars now. RDJ is definitely one though. He'll either make or break the MCU next year. Ironically, agree. Again, it's because of when he came up. He came up in the 80s and 90s, which is the same time that a lot of the big movie stars came up. And I think if you came up then and are still acting now because of the films that you've been in the past, that's what sort of solidified you as a movie star. But
Yeah,
like Timothy Chalamet, he's been in Dune, Dune 2, Dune 3, Wonka, and they're all like he's an actor that's in the film, and I could go on a rant. People know my feelings on him. He's just so overrated. It's just crazy. But I honestly couldn't tell you an actor under the age of 40 now that I would say is a movie star. There's some good actors under the age of 40, but I couldn't tell you one that I think is a bona fide movie star. But yeah,
yeah.
that's just my opinion. So, right, we got to the bottom of the comments, so we'll get on to our first topic of tonight. which is our recent watches. Andy, would you like to go first?
Yeah, so actually, strangely for me, I've watched a couple of TV shows. So the first one was Stranger Things.
Yeah.
The first half of the new season, watched that. Really, really enjoyed it. And I binged watched season 2 of Wednesday as well.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I
So
enjoyed
yeah,
that.
I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed Steve Buscemi in it.
Yeah, obviously he was so good in it.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Had a blast with that. I watched a few Arnie movies today that I got into, and a few cinema trips. I went to see the sequel to Zissou last week. Really enjoyed it. Really good. Very over the top with his action, but very, very entertaining. And last night I went to see Christie, the new
Oh yeah.
Sydney Sweeney movie, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was really
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's been getting it's being hit in it like quite a
Yeah.
bit because well, I think she's quite a controversial person anyway now because
Right. Okay.
of certain stuff. I think she did a Gene advert or something that was very Trump oriented, put her in a
Right.
certain, I think they call it MAGA or something. Jim would know more because,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that's why the movie was getting a lot of criticism and it didn't make a lot. And people were saying, oh, why didn't it? But at the end of the day, it's not a film that was designed to make money. It's not
Yeah.
like a huge film. It's just a film that was made. It's a biopic about someone's life. Like, you can't
Yeah.
really expect a film like that to make bank.
Yeah.
But I want to
No.
watch it. I am interested in
Yeah.
watching it.
I did like it. I thought it was a good film. I really did enjoy it. For Ben Foster, his character is such
Yeah,
a piece of shit in that
yeah,
film. He's just vile. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I did think it was a good film.
yeah. Nice.
That's about it, really, for me.
Fair enough. Well, I've not been great. I failed to do my weekly watches video this week, so I won't speak
Oh,
about anything sort of before because I think I'll take one of the ones that I watched yesterday off and do it next because I'll probably do that tomorrow now and put it up tomorrow. And the one that I watched the one that I've put on the poll that I watched Sunday evening, I'll probably take off and talk about next week. So I'll talk about it now. So I watched a film called The Oranges, which is like
right.
sort of Thanksgiving Christmas film about two families. They're like best friends, and they like sort of get together. They do everything together. And the daughter of one of the families comes home. She lives away from home for Thanksgiving, and she ends up starting an affair with the husband of the other family, and it causes, as you can imagine, all sorts of chaos.
Yeah.
Really good, like indie sort of comedy, short comedy. Got great cast as well: Hugh Laurie, Oliver Platt,
Okay.
um, Adam Brody, Catherine Keener, Alison Janney. Yeah, really good cast. Really, really entertaining. Quite funny film. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So that was what I watched first yesterday. Um, well, actually, that's the only thing I think I watched physically yesterday because I did start. I'm about halfway through The Tailor of Panama with Pierce Brosnan, Jeffrey Rush, and Jamie Lee Curtis, which is good.
Yeah.
But I just fell asleep last night, so I thought I'll go back to it probably tomorrow now. But I love Pierce Brosnan, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm enjoying what I've seen so far of that one. And then have I seen anything on streaming? Got trying to think. Obviously, Stranger Things I've watched on streaming. Um, I don't think I've seen anything else on streaming this week. Not that it's not nothing that's coming to mind anyway. Um, but in terms of cinema trips, I went to see Wake Up Dead Man on Wednesday, the new
Okay.
Knives Out film, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's definitely one of my favorites of the year. just a delicious murder mystery with some great comedy. Glenn Close chewing up the scenery as you would expect. She's incredible in it. I think she's definitely for me the standout in the film. Just some of the dialogue she comes out with is just hilarious, and it's just I just really enjoyed it. And I will definitely be watching it when it comes to Netflix. I think next Friday it's on Netflix, the 12th. I think it comes to Netflix.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll definitely be watching that one again. And then Saturday I went with my mum to see the Polar Express at the cinema. Just fancied watching a Christmas film at the cinema, and they were it was either that or Elf. And I've seen Elf at the cinema before, so I thought a few times. So I thought I'd never seen the Polar Express at the cinema, so I thought I'd go see that because I think next weekend we've got Die Hard, Muppets Christmas Carol, and Love Actually. So I don't know if I'll fit. I don't know if I'll fit all of them in, but I want to try.
That's a good lineup. Yeah.
Yeah, they are good ones. And then the week after I'm away, but I think Home Alone 1 and 2 are on the week after, which I'm gutted because I'd have loved to see them at the cinema.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've really watched, to be honest. So
good watches.
Yeah. Where are we at here? Mark says Gabriel Byrne's best movie is Miller's Crossing. Definitely need to check that one out.
It's like one of the ones where he's like definitely the lead in that film.
Yeah. Is it Albert Finney as well, that one?
Yeah.
Stacey says, "Do you like the Untouchable spoof scene from Naked Gun 3?" I'm guessing is it like they're spoofing the pram scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would probably be what was being spoofed.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, I do need to watch the sequels because I've only seen the original and obviously the new one.
Yeah, I think the original's probably the best, but the sequels are still really good. Like they're a lot of fun.
I suppose the new one's technically a sequel as well, like a legacy sequel of sorts, because it's a continuation in a way.
Yeah.
If you were in Manhattan, would you see the chess musical? It is a big hit that has to do mainly with chess being played versus machines. It doesn't sound like my sort of thing, if I'm being honest with you, Stacey. So probably not. I'd probably be doing other things if I visited Manhattan, not going to see a musical about chess.
Yeah, I'm probably the same as Ollie.
Yeah. Would you like To Live and Die in LA Legacy sequel where Robert Downey Jr. plays the character that his father played in that? And there are new Secret Service people, etc. Miles Teller. Never seen the original, so I couldn't really comment on that.
I have seen it, but I need to give it a rewatch because I think I've only seen it once or twice. I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember really enjoying it from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But I have to give it another go.
Best 5 voice actor performances ever. Well, the first one that will probably come to both of our heads is Robin Williams in Aladdin.
Yeah.
That is probably the best voice performance ever.
Yeah. It's the best casting ever.
Yeah. And I'll cheat and say James Earl Jones for Star Wars and The Lion King.
Yeah.
Because it is a voice performance technically in Star Wars.
I can only think of one that I would go to every single time because the guy has such an amazing voice and what he can do. It's Jim Cummings.
Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, because he does like, you know, the way in The Lion King, the song that Scar sings.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
There's parts of that song Jeremy Irons can't sing, so Jim Cummings sings the rest of it, and he sounds like Jeremy Irons singing.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way that like Jeremy Irons can like get to certain notes, and he sings in the song as well, but they edit it together so well that it just sounds like the same person.
Yeah,
singing, and he does it in Pocahontas as well when the chief sings.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, like he's just such a good character actor, and he always pops up in Disney movies, Warner Brothers stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just love that guy as a voice actor. I think he's amazing.
Yeah. If we're going more modern, I'd probably say Josh Gad as Olaf. Everyone seems to like him.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to think, there's some more. It's a tough one, that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Whoever's got a good voice. I mean, anyone that's got a good voice, well, Jeremy Irons as Scar, because he's got a good voice.
yeah, Jeremy Irons, Tim Curry as Hexus in Fern Gully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
well,
I'm struggling.
Tim Curry in anything, to be honest.
Ben Whishaw as Paddington.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Did you know it was originally supposed to be Colin Firth?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been different. Well, I suppose not. I don't know. They sort of have the same sort of similar, very softly spoken.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like the Paddington films. I think they're a lot of fun.
Oh, I love them. Yeah, yeah, they're great fun. Yeah, I can't really think of any others, to be honest.
Yeah.
Andy Ollie, do you think Ben Foster will get nominated for Christie, or was he too hateful of a character? I don't think that film's getting nominated for anything. It's not being pushed enough to get nominated for anything, I
Yeah,
think.
I did think about that when I was watching it. I was like, could he get like nominated for Best Supporting Actor or something? But then I actually thought about past winners of that award.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, he's not. He's good, like he's really good, but there's not enough meat there
Yeah. Yeah.
in that role. Like I was thinking of J.K. Simmons for Whiplash, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's a Best Supporting Actor
Yeah.
winning role.
Definitely.
Like that is the definition of Best Supporting Actor for me. And I was like, it doesn't come close to that, but it is still really good.
Yeah. Stacy said Taylor of Panama and Spanish Prison is similar. Okay, that's cool to know. O'Connor for Bond. I like Josh O'Connor, but not for Bond. I think when Glenn Close was speaking about him on the Graham Norton show the other night, she said he reminds her of like Jimmy Stewart, which I can see. He's like that sort of actor. I do really like him. I think he's going to do really good things.
Okay.
Have you seen Into the West? He produced that with Ellen Barkin and Gabriel Byrne wife at the time. I've not seen that one. Have you seen that one, Andy?
No.
What film that was recommended to you this year did you enjoy the most? For me, it was The Innkeepers. The Last American Virgin's one of them now.
Oh God.
I have to think of what I've watched. I mean, I really liked Heart Eyes, which was recommended to me. Everyone said that I'd like that, and I did.
I like that one.
I have to look at my shelf to see what I've watched for the first time this year.
I watched the first two penitentiary films this year. My friend Nige recommended them to me. They were really good prison movies. The first one was, yeah. Second one was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'd have to go with them.
I say The Princess Bride.
Oh, that movie's so fun.
I really did like that.
I've watched that twice this year.
Yeah.
I love that film.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to our second topic now, which is our physical media recommendations of the week.
Okay.
If you need to pick some, Andy, you're more than welcome to do so whilst I show off mine.
I did remember, so I've got 3 ready.
Oh, you've got 4. Okay, you go for it then.
Okay, so my first one is this one is out of print, but you can still get the film on 4K, but it's Total Recall.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So this is like the big chunky box from Studio Canal.
Yeah.
So this has like all the bells and whistles in it. posters, booklets, art cards, 5 discs, and the soundtrack. So yeah, it's just a nice set with everything inside.
Yeah.
Love the movie. It's just an Arnie classic. So yeah, that's Total Recall. This is one that I picked up last month. It's been out a while, but I think this is long out of print as well. But this is the Studio Canal release of Fifth Element.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, a lot going on in this one as well. You get like a replica of the multipass in the movie.
Oh, cool.
A couple of patches and just a really nice looking steelbook as well. A lot going on. My last one is from Umbrella, and this is the Terrifier collection. So this has like all 3 films in, big chunky booklet. I really enjoy these films, but I haven't seen them on 4K yet, but I'm looking forward to checking them out. So
Nice.
yeah. Probably bog standard films, but I just like those. I like the packaging. I like the releases themselves. But yeah, they're mine.
Well, I've gone with 3 rom-coms, and I've just realised that 2 of the 3 actually have the same lead actress in them, which didn't even occur to me when I picked them out. But the first one is The Big Sick.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Like sort of semi-autobiographical about how Kumail Nanjiani met his wife. Is it Emily? Yeah, Emily. She wrote it, so her name should be on the back. If I look, Emily Gordon. Really, really funny film. Just really good. Ray Romano's really good. Holly Hunter's really good as well. Just a really nice film, that one. Again, starring Zoe Kazan, just coincidentally. What If with Daniel Radcliffe. Another really fun sort of rom-com, which again I have a lot of fun with. We've got Rafe Spall in here as well, Adam Driver. Just a fun sort of like that 2 really close friends, but he sort of always thought, what if they had like more?
Yeah,
she's always like sort of friend zoned him, but he's always felt like he wants more. Sort of the first film outside of Harry Potter where I was like, yeah, I actually like Daniel Radcliffe. I think he's pretty good actor. And then I saw Swiss Army Man, and I'm like, wow.
yeah.
I was like, whoa. But yeah, that's my second pick. And then my last pick is a film called Shall We Dance with Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon, and Jennifer Lopez from the early noughties, and Stanley Tucci. I should admit, I love Stanley Tucci. About sort of a businessman that sort of on his commute home every day goes past this dance class and looks in every night, and then one day he sort of walks in and decides that he's going to try and learn to dance for his wife himself. Just a really sweet early noughties rom-com if you're into those sorts of things. So
I'll have to look out for that one. I recognise the poster, but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I think it's out of print, but I don't know how out of print it is. But I just found it. This is actually one of the rare films where I think I did watch this a few times, like within a few years, because it's just a really easy watch, just a really nice, pleasant watch. And I love Richard Gere as well. So, and in this sort of thing, it's just a really pleasant watch. So, yeah, those are my 3 picks this week. Stacy says best horror movie scenes. Opening of Scream because Drew Barrymore gets killed off. No, I'm joking. It's a great opening anyway.
Oh God!
The clapping scene in The Conjuring.
Yeah.
transformation scene in American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh god, the raft scene from The Burning for me.
I've not seen that.
That's a good 80s slasher movie.
I'll have to look out for that one.
Oh, and speaking of endings that leave you on a twist, probably one of the greatest horror movie endings of all time, Sleepaway Camp.
Okay.
If you've never seen it, just go into it not knowing anything. That ending is insane.
Cool.
Yeah, that's that's really impactful.
The projection scene in It.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That got me.
Yeah. Obviously, The Exorcist.
Yeah,
there's many scenes in it, but like the head spinning scene, or in the director's cut when she's doing the spider crawl down the stairs.
Yeah. The choke on him scene from Day of the Dead as well.
The opening scene of 28 Days Later on the bridge when he's waking up, all that. There's so many. That's the thing. There is just so many.
There's too many. Yeah.
Yeah. The Shining, obviously, with the axe. Here Comes Johnny. Classic one.
Yeah.
Poltergeist. They're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could literally go on forever. There's so many in there. Do you have a favorite sandwich for when you take? What? We don't generally have sandwiches in tea. I think that's a British stereotype thing, Stacey. Sandwich. We don't generally drink. You'll find a lot of British people don't actually drink tea. A lot of British people will drink coffee.
I don't drink tea or coffee.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm more of a coffee. Well, it depends on the day, time of year. At the moment, I'm more into coffee than tea, but I do like a nice cup of tea sometimes. But I'm boring. I like a ham sandwich. Just a nice ham sandwich.
I just like a cheese sandwich or cheese.
Yeah, or just a cheese sandwich. Yeah, just something easy.
Yeah.
Nothing too fancy.
No.
Do you have an actor that you have desperately tried to like but just gave up and just regard them as a lost cause? For me, it's Jared Leto. Can do every emotion from A to B. Jared Leto, yeah, he's just I've always really wanted to like him, and he has given some really good performances like Requiem for a Dream, Dallas Buyers Club. But then he just turns out performances like House of Gucci or Morbius or Tron, where they're not good performances. They're just like, what on earth are you trying to do here? So I'd probably agree with Jared Leto there.
For me, although I have warmed to him a little bit, it's probably Michael Cera. I couldn't stand him for a long time, but I've actually seen him in a few things now, and I've gone, he's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Drew Barrymore because, like, there are films that I've seen her in, basically the Adam Sandler ones, that I've enjoyed and never been kissed as well.
Yeah.
But then I see her in other films and I'm just like, she's so fucking irritating and loud and annoying. I just can't be doing with it. I just can't be doing with it. It's just like, rein it in, rein it in. And I see her on her fucking talk show and she's got her shoes off and her feet up on the sofa, invading people's personal spaces, being over the top. I can't fucking be doing with that. Like, I don't need that in my life. It's too much.
Yeah, I get it.
Should Keanu do new Scooby voice? I can imagine that, but I don't think he should do it. But I can kind of imagine that in my head. Hey, Shaggy. Samuel L. Jackson wants to do a sequel to his Pulp Fiction character. If he asks Quentin, would that be good? Yes, that's a good idea because that's a good character. But it'd have to be written by Tarantino as well.
Yeah.
For it to work. That's really random, Stacey. Reboot Pippi Longstocking as Tomb Raider type movie. What on earth? I don't even really know. I don't even really know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, it's like it's Pippi Longstocking is one of those things I've heard of, but I have no idea.
Yeah, me too. I have no idea, but something makes me think that they're two really completely different things. What's better, Tank Girl or Barbed Wire? Not seen either.
Barbed Wire. I hated Tank Girl. I hated it with passion.
Fair enough.
And Barbed Wire is bad. Well, that's a bad movie, but I own that on 4K. Tank Girl, no. I just don't like it.
Fair enough.
Not for me.
When you alphabetize your collection, how long does it take you? I think she's more probably talking to you because you've got a much bigger collection than me.
Yeah, I don't alphabetize mine. Mine's released by year. So
nice.
It's not alphabetized, but it still takes a while.
Yeah, I've given up. I've officially ran out of space to put my films once I've watched them now. Mm-hmm. So I need to get a new collection, but the last sort of month's worth of films I've watched are just stacked up because I've got nowhere for them to go at the moment. But when I have in the past alphabetized, it can take up. It depends how many titles I'm putting away. Yeah. If I'm completely doing it from scratch, it took me 2 days to do it. The last time I did it, because the last time I did it, I took it out and now I've got it like in genre and alphabetized. And that took a long time to do. That took 2 days to do. But yeah, even just putting a few films away now is fiddly, just because of the way that they are.
Yeah, it can. If I've got to a stage where I've got like a big pile of new films I've watched that I need to integrate in, it could take me up to a week, 2 weeks to get it all sorted if I'm properly motivated. Like, I have to take everything down.
Me too. Yeah.
And then put them in some sort of order and then add the new films in and then put everything back. Yeah, it takes me about 2 weeks. Yeah. Wow. So I don't do it very often. I might do it maybe like once a year.
Yeah, yeah. Make a new Fugitive reboot with who on the mic? I'm confused, Stacey. Didn't they do they tried doing a remake for that? Was it called Quibi? It was like a streaming service that they tried launching a few years ago that was supposed to be really short form content, like 5-minute episodes. And they remade that with Kiefer Sutherland and Boyd Holbrook, I think. Never watched it, but Kiefer Sutherland, I think he was doing obviously the Tommy Lee Jones character, which interesting. But I think it is. I suppose at this stage, that sort of film is ripe for a reboot with technology nowadays, phones, CCTV, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I suppose they'd probably end up casting Glenn Powell because they cast him in all those sorts of things.
And it's just pretty much be the Running Man again.
Exactly, pretty much. Alan says, I'm guessing Ollie won't be on the Barrymore chat show soon. No, definitely not. Don't get me wrong, she seems like a lovely person. She's just too much for me.
Too much, yeah.
She's just like, she does seem like she'll do anything for anyone, but she just seems she's just too much for me. I can't take that much in your face sort of stuff. Stacey recommends the original Shall We Dance 2. Yeah, I've heard of it. I can't say I know who's in it, but I have heard of it. The original one. Right. We'll move on to our third topic this week, which is the movie news roundup of the week. Which I've made a little bit interesting this week because it's not all about new like sort of films coming out and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot about people saying certain things in the news this week that sort of made me think a bit. Just sort of like interesting things. So some of them we might be able to talk about, and some of them we might not. So we'll just have to see how we get on.
Yeah.
So the first one, which I thought was interesting, Wake Up Dead Man grossed 2.3 million domestically, so in the States, at the box office between I think Wednesday and Sunday, which is a first like theatrical run. It sort of poses the question: do we believe that Netflix should have longer theatrical exclusivity for their films before putting it on Netflix, especially films from like prestige filmmakers that are bigger films like Frankenstein, that sort of things? What do you sort of think on that one, Andy?
Well, I've always been of the mindset of every film should get a cinema release and a physical media release. Every film should get it. But I know that's not how it works nowadays in the real world. I'm disappointed that that's the way it's come. It gets into that whole is streaming good or is it bad type of thing. But I'm never on for streaming. But I would have loved to have seen it on the cinema because I don't think my cinema was playing it at all. So I've probably missed it. I'll get to watch it eventually.
It'll still be showing, and probably until the day it comes onto Netflix at cinemas, because my cinema's still showing it, but it's only certain cinemas because it's only shown in a certain amount of cinemas.
Yeah,
I was just lucky that my one. I mean, you're Liverpool, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
I'd imagine there'd be a cinema around there that's probably showing it.
There probably is. I'll have a look at my local one and see if it could be on like tomorrow night or Thursday night.
Yeah, they were showing it at mine quite frequently because mine was Showcase.
Right.
But they were showing it quite frequently. But it's definitely one of those that it's good seeing with other people because of the type of film that it is. It's just good to see and hear other people's reactions as you're watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. But if by the sounds of it, with a limited cinema release, it's done quite well. It's done all right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And just imagine if it had been longer. Like, imagine if it had been a month, how much more money it would have made.
Yeah. And
but again, but those again are films like the last one as well. Really, they should be putting them on physical media because the first one we've got, but then because the second and the third are Netflix films, we haven't got them. But really, Netflix should be putting them out because that it is annoying that I've got the first one, but I can't get the other two physically.
Yeah, and there are, I think the only thing they put out recently that I remember, and it was a few years ago, was the first season of Wednesday. You could buy that. Netflix put that. But other than that, I can't think of anything else Netflix have gone
directly distributed. Yeah. Because they obviously sell stuff off to Criterion, because I think that's what they're going to probably do with Frankenstein. And they did that with Pinocchio and Power of the Dog and Roma, Irishman, Marriage Story. So they do that, but I think they should do it with a lot of their releases. Some of them I'm not too fussed about, like the crappy films that I'm never going to watch again. When you got films like Frankenstein, even is it House of Dynamite, which I've not seen yet. It's a Catherine Bigelow film that definitely should be available. You know,
I think if I'm honest about Netflix, I think when it comes to the quality of their films, the only ones worth watching are about 1 in 10.
Yeah, I agree, definitely,
because the quality just isn't there.
Yeah. Even these big ones, like that are really advertised as being the big Netflix film to watch this year, like for example, The Electric State this year.
Yeah,
they're not great films. They feel like streaming films.
Yeah.
They don't feel like films you would watch at the cinema. They
I think
made for TV.
yeah. See that film with the actors behind it and the directors behind it. That film should have had a
It should
cinema
have
release.
worked. Yeah, yeah,
Should have worked, and it should have had a cinema release
yeah.
because of the budget. But
But then you get the shit like The Old Guard 2, which I haven't even bothered watching because I've heard it's atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I personally am of the opinion that all of their films, especially their Oscar sort of films, should get a proper theatrical release and then a physical release.
Yeah.
Because those are generally the films that are the high quality films that people would want to watch again. Same,
Yeah.
not just Netflix. I think Amazon, Apple as well. I think they should be doing it as well.
And I think all this comes back to what you said before. I think all this is the reason why we don't have any stars anymore.
Yeah, because it's streaming.
Because it's streaming. Like before streaming became the main thing, how to watch films, like 90s and early 2000s, when we had movie stars, we didn't have social media, we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have phones, we didn't have any of that. So it was the press making the stars big. They'd be big on television, they'd be big on other things, chat shows, things like that, magazines, newspapers. That's what made stars big, and that's what made people want to follow them. And it was almost, but I can't really imagine what it must have been like, but the invasion of privacy for stars like that must have been absolutely insane. And now, because we have all of this social media where anyone can become anything and anyone can do anything, everyone has the key to voice their opinion. And a lot of people have become famous for it. It's completely diluted what the movie star and what being famous means. It's probably hit that industry like a bomb. It's become a lot harder, and therefore there's too many people becoming famous. There's too many actors. It's just, yeah, I just think it's ruined it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And linking into that, another bit I've written down, James Cameron said this week that he believes that Netflix films shouldn't be eligible for Oscars. What's your thoughts on that?
That doesn't bother me. Just it depends on the quality of the film. Like, I've seen some absolute dog shit movies get nominated for certain Oscars. And I just thought, like, oh god, no, they should not be in contention for this. Like, to put it in the same category as another film getting nominated that's worthy of that nomination is just been embarrassing to me at times. But the fact that it's streaming or it's Netflix doesn't really bother me. It's all down to quality of the film at the end of the day. I'm not too fussed how it's distributed.
I think where Cameron's coming from when he's saying that is he doesn't think it's fair for them to be nominated if they've not been released theatrically.
Right, okay.
For a decent amount of time, like a month.
Yeah.
Because I suppose because it's just the other films have had that proper theatrical release and had time to breathe, and for people and critics to go out and see them and experience them together. Whereas if they're just stuck on streaming, some ways people they get lost and people just don't bother watching them.
Yeah.
So I kind of see where he's coming from there, but that's coming from the guy that's done the same thing for the last 20 years, more. Well, technically 30 years if you talk, because he hasn't done an original. Well, Titanic technically isn't even original, but he's not done anything different since Titanic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else have I got written down? Another director, Tarantino, has slammed the Hunger Games, basically saying that it's a rip-off of Battle Royale, and just tearing up the author of the book, saying how bad she is, and that she likes to rip stuff up and make a scene. Do you agree?
Yes. In all
Yeah,
honesty, yeah. I saw when the Hunger Games came out. My original thought was this was a battle royale ripoff. Battle royale, in my opinion, does that concept so much better. It's just a better movie for me. But it's just the Hunger Games. It's PG-13 battle royale.
yeah,
So this is it's just a PG version of it. I guess it's got
yeah,
its audience, and I get because battle royale's not really a mainstream movie when it came out over here. It was kind of like the underground movie to see when I was younger.
yeah,
And yeah, I just think the Hunger Games is such a safe version of it. It was really underwhelming.
yeah. I've
But I
never
wouldn't
seen
bash it.
this one.
I wouldn't bash it. I wouldn't say like, oh, it's unwatchable or anything like that. It just was a bit. It was just so. I just found it so tame compared to Battle
Yeah,
Royale.
that's fair enough. I've not seen
Yeah,
Battle Royale. I need to watch that one, but yeah, I know what Battle Royale's about, so I can
yeah,
kind of see where he's coming from. That they're kind of just taking the things and
yeah,
just trying to do it again, but very, very slightly differently.
yeah. It's just the same concept. You get a bunch of people together, and you say, right, you've got to kill each other, and the last one surviving wins.
Yeah,
It's the same premise.
yeah. Next up, director Michael Showalter, who you may know because he directed this, which is one of the reasons I picked it. He
Yep.
also directed The Idea of You for Amazon, and he directed a film I mentioned briefly earlier, Oh What Fun, which is the new Christmas film with Michelle Pfeiffer, which is on Amazon from Thursday, I believe. And he's also finished filming the new film Verity with Anne Hathaway, which is coming out next year. He's a pretty reliable director from what I've seen of him, but he's just been tapped to direct a remake of Baby Boom.
Well,
Do you think that could be? I personally think that is ripe for a remake in today's age. I think that could. It's either really going to work or it's really going to fail. I think it's all down on who they cast.
yeah, that's true. I remember nothing about the original Baby Boom.
It's such a charming film. I think it's one of
Yeah,
Diane Keaton's underrated
yeah.
films.
I've seen it a long time ago because I
Yeah,
think it was more like her in New York City, and then she like moves out of New York City.
yeah, into the
From what
country
I
to raise
remember.
the baby. Yeah,
Yeah. It's, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'd watch a remake of it.
yeah, yeah. I think it could be interesting. I think if they're going to remake films like that aren't huge and like because you can't remember much of
Yeah,
it. So I think that's a good film to remake and bring to a modern audience, but bring something a bit different as well.
yeah.
Next up, oh, this one made me laugh. I did chuckle at this. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know how, but Trump has officially greenlit Rush Hour 4. I don't understand what happened, but I just read earlier in the week. I was like, what's going on here? And then read Trump. He literally pushed the studio into greenlighting it. He told them that they had to greenlight it. So apparently now it's being distributed by Paramount because Warner Brothers, I think they still have to make the film, but Paramount will distribute it because Warner Brothers has absolutely no interest in making a Rush Hour 4.
Okay.
Um, but they're bringing Brett Ratner back, which is probably why it wasn't going to get made. And that's what shocked me the most, that because he's like very controversial now, and to bring him
Right.
back for a major Hollywood film. And the
Yeah.
reason why, because he's just directed a biopic, a documentary about Melania Trump. So there you go. It all comes
There
full
you go.
circle. That's why Trump got involved.
There you go. Okay.
I'd love to see Rush Hour 4, but why Trump's got involved in making it happen?
Yeah.
I still don't know whether it will actually happen just because it's been greenlit. I don't know if it will actually happen because I mean Jackie Chan's getting up there now, and like
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's not what he used to be either. So
No, no. I love the first two. Love the first
Yeah,
two
I
Rush
do as
Hours.
well.
I'm not so hot on the third one.
Yeah, I could take or leave the third one.
Yeah, I think I've only ever seen it twice, but I can rewatch the first two over and over again. Like I love the first two.
Yeah.
But
What is it? The second one's the one with the joke in the sauna with you and me. Remember that the second when
um,
he is it in the sauna? It's not this when they go and see the bloke and he's like
yeah,
they really confuse it. Chris Tucker's just really angry and he's going, "Not you, hit, not you, me, or hit, not me, hit you."
yeah. He's like, yeah, Detective You, and he's like, no, it's not you,
It's
you.
me,
Yeah,
you, yeah, yeah. That
Detective
cracked
You.
me up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I do like this.
He's brilliant in the second film, Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
He's
I just don't know if they could do it again after all this time.
because the first one's got like some risky jokes in it. When you go
Yeah,
back to that first one, there's some like near the knuckle things being said in that film, but the third one was just so underwhelming to me.
it was
It shouldn't have
tame. I
been.
thought it was quite
Yeah,
tame
it
compared
shouldn't
to
have
the
been because it
first.
was pretty much the same creative team. The director came back, the two lead actors came back, and I just
Yeah,
thought, okay, yeah, let's do this again. And it just wasn't, it just didn't have any of that magic that the first two have.
yeah, yeah. I agree. What's next? I've got one more on here. The last topic I've put down, or the last movie topic. Scarlett Johansson has been tapped to star in Mike Flanagan's new Exorcist film.
Okay,
Could be quite interesting. She did well. She did good for Jurassic World. She brought an audience to that, so she could very well bring an audience to a new Exorcist film.
that's true. Yeah.
She
Um.
she's the closest thing I would probably say to a movie star, and she is literally. I think she's just over the 40 mark, but I think she is probably. I'd say she's getting to be a movie star. She's like Tom Cruise. She like sort of commands power and respect. Like she like everybody like sort of respects her, and she does a lot for Hollywood, I think.
Yeah,
So
definitely. But
could be good. I mean,
it could be.
Flanagan doing an Exorcist film interests me anyway.
It could be. I do like the two people in horror now. I trust are James Wan and Mike Flanagan, but yeah, I could take or leave the Exorcist sequels if I'm honest. The first one for
Yeah,
me is the only one worth watching, but yeah, I wouldn't know what to make of it.
yeah. Depends what it is, really.
Yeah,
What they're going for
what
with
they
it.
go with it.
Yeah. Let's have a look at some of these comments. It's criminal that Frankenstein didn't get an extended cinema release. The film cost a lot of money to make. Renowned director and stellar cast. Incredible cinematography. And needs to be seen in the cinema. And I think Del Toro made it knowing that it would get some sort of theatrical release, but obviously not knowing how big it would be. Because I mean, he's the
Yeah,
type of director that would insist on some sort of theatrical release, which is also probably why it will get released on physical because of who he is. Because he's a
yeah,
very well respected and renowned director. But yeah, it definitely should have been in more cinemas for a longer time, made some more money. Because I think what Netflix are missing, if they do that for films like that, more people will go and see them because it's more widely available, and more people will then rewatch them when they go on to Netflix. So I think
yeah,
they're missing the mark there, and they make if they put it in cinemas, they're making more money because people are paying to go and see it. So they're making money from it. So I don't really see what they lose from it, to be honest.
yeah. They shoot themselves in the foot sometimes.
Yeah.
Decisions like that.
Alan says, "God help us if Netflix buy out Warner Brothers." I don't. From what I'm hearing at the moment, I think it's more likely to be Paramount, and if not Paramount, I think it'll be Universal Comcast. just from the podcast that I listen to, because I think Paramount's the most likely one at the moment, because from what they've only just recently been taken over themselves last year, I think, but they're losing all their IP. That's the problem. So if they bought Warner Brothers, they'd have more IP. Because I mean, when you look at it, I mean, Mission Impossible's done. They haven't done Star Trek in years. Transformers hasn't really done well for them. Like, what other IPs do they have? They don't have loads of IP. So by buying Warner Brothers, they get more IP and get their foot on the big dogs again. You know. So I think there's a slim chance that Netflix will buy Warner Brothers. I
Yeah,
don't think it would sit well with people if that happened.
because I think whoever buys Warner Brothers is also buying the rights to DC.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wouldn't want any sort of DC movies coming out not on the cinema.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Because if Netflix gets Warner Brothers, they can do whatever they want with any of their films.
anything they own, yeah.
And anything that's already been shot and is scheduled to get a cinema release could just get pulled and put onto Netflix.
Yeah.
So I think that's a bad idea. I don't think it'll happen. I think it will go to like either Paramount or it'll go to Comcast, because they're big studios anyway, but they could do with more IP.
Yeah.
Alan says, unfortunately, we live in an era of artificial intelligence and not real intelligence. Very true.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. Wise words.
Mark says, it's an interesting discussion on cinema. In the early 80s, there was a real fear that VHS would stop people going to the cinema. Cinema recovered, but now live streaming is once again impacting, yeah, on the world of cinema. Yeah, definitely. I think the thing with everything in the world, everything's constantly evolving. Everyone's trying to advance, get ahead of the curve, and do things that are different. It's always been the way, especially in like you say with the VHS example, and then you think, oh, VHS, and then we got DVDs, and the same happened, and everyone thought, oh, everyone's going to be just buying DVDs now. No one's going to the cinema, and now it's the same with streaming. So it happens in different ways, but I think now it's more scary because there are films being made directly for streaming, so you don't even have to leave your own home. And a lot of the films that are released theatrically, 3-4 weeks, are on some sort of streaming service somewhere. So people are like, well, why would I go out of the house when I can wait a few weeks and stream it? So that's the problem I think we've got now. Mark said, when the first Big Brother came out, the whole world of fame and celebrity changed. And you are so right, anyone anywhere can become a celebrity. There are no movie legends left, just a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the future, there will be no actors, just AI avatars in all the movies. Sadly, it will happen. Yeah, that is probably the inevitable future. Sad, but yeah, just the way, like I was just saying, it's just Hollywood and everyone just likes to stay ahead of the curve and be one step ahead and the front in technology and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know why things just can't stay the way they are. Because like it worked back in the day. VHS worked. Like Blockbuster, that used to make a killing until
Yeah.
streaming came along, and streaming killed it. That
Yeah.
could still be.
The only reason why Netflix got invented was to combat late fees. So
Yeah,
people didn't have to pay, because the guy who invented it, I think he had like he rented something from Blockbusters, and he was so overdue, he ended up with an astronomical bill, like for a late fee. And he came up with, well, what if I come up with something where everyone can watch anything and they don't have to pay late fees? Because
yeah,
when they used to do when Amazon used to do it and Netflix used to send discs out to people. There was no late fees.
Yeah. Do you remember
the
Love
whole-
Film?
Love Film, that was it. Yeah, yeah, I used to have
Yeah.
that. Because they sent the discs out and it was like there was no late fees. It was like just send it
Yeah.
back when you're ready, and we'll send
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
to the title. So that was the whole reason why that got invented. But it's evolved into something else, which has now become the norm.
Yeah.
We'll just do streaming. And there was Blockbusters, there was always that fear of going to Blockbusters and they didn't have the film you wanted because it was already rented out. You don't have that problem with streaming, but for me,
True.
streaming has killed the whole experience
Experience. Yeah. That's what I think.
of it.
I
Of
used to
going
love
out.
going to Blockbuster.
I did.
Just
Yeah.
the smell of a Blockbuster, picking up the cases.
Yeah.
When you're returning it, putting it in the box. I used to love it when I was a kid, going in there.
Seeing all the artwork and
Yeah.
that classic Blockbuster aircon as soon as you walked in.
Yeah.
The air conditioning would hit you, and you just be like, "Yeah, this is it." I just love walking around Blockbusters.
Yeah, I remember when the one by me closed, and we went in there, and we just bought loads of stuff because they was just selling all their like rental stuff off, and we just bought loads of stuff like dirt cheap. That's a long time ago. I think the one by me shut. Well, I can tell you because it was one of the titles I picked up was, is it called Hummingbird? The Jason Statham one?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
So it must have been 2013, 2014 when my Blockbuster shut. But yeah, I miss it. I do miss it. Just going in there and going in. It's something to do on the weekend as well. You could get, like, we used to get up and go to Blockbuster, go and pick a film for the day, and it's where I watched a lot of, like, it's my first memory of seeing that Goonies artwork.
Yeah.
In a Blockbuster, I vividly remember seeing the artwork for the Goonies, and it just catching my eye straight away.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think where I used to live, there was a Blockbusters on the high street, and then the next street over was the cinema.
Yeah.
So I'd go to the cinema, come out, and then after the cinema, I'd go straight into Blockbusters.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll watch something at home.
Yeah.
Get something from Blockbusters, and then take it back, and then get something else, and it become this cycle. But now I might do a video on it someday where I might go down there and see if I can film where it used to be, because the cinema I used to go to, it's now a gym.
Oh yeah.
And the Blockbusters now it's a Sainsbury's local or
Sainsbury's
extra. But you can see how close the two of them were. I might go down and do a video on it someday. But
yeah, that would be interesting.
But yeah, it's I just miss it. I miss that experience. Just miss it so much. And people say to me, like, why'd you miss Blockbusters? You've got one in your bedroom. And I'm like, yeah. Like, that's all well and good, but it's not the same.
No, it isn't the same.
And like, as much as I love my collection, I do like looking at other people's as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Same for everyone. Same for everyone. Would like to see what have they got? What have they got that I haven't? And you get ideas from other people's collections.
Yeah.
For films to check out.
Yeah. Alan says VHS releases were always months after the movie was released in cinemas. Streaming is often live while the film is still in the cinema. Yeah. Definitely. They probably haven't released Home Alone 2 on 4K yet because Trump wants his part expanded. Yeah, the extended Trump cut.
Oh.
Imagine.
I wish that movie would get a 4K.
It needs to. Like, honestly thought this was going to be the year that we'd get it, and clearly not. Especially now that the Blu-ray's out of print. I've not even got the second one on Blu-ray, and it's just as good as the first. In fact, I might even like it more than the first.
A lot of people do.
Tim Curry, man.
Yeah, Tim Curry is he's the
Brenda
best thing
Fricker.
about that movie. Yeah,
Brenda Fricker as well. Yeah.
The first one on 4K, it looks insane. Like
it does. Yeah, really like the look of the first one. Yeah. Stacey says favorite Robert Altman movies and performances by his performers. The only Altman film I think I've seen is Gosford Park, and I would say in that film, the performance that stands out to me the most would probably be Maggie Smith.
Okay.
I think she's really funny in that film.
Tim Robbins in The Player.
I've got that to watch still. I've got it in the pile. I've not seen it yet.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
Maybe Robert Downey Jr. in Shortcuts.
Okay. Yeah, another one I need to watch.
Yeah.
He's just one of those directors of just not what he directs films that I know that I would enjoy, but for some reason I've just never watched them.
There's one that's considered like a misfire, but I enjoy it. I think it's the Popeye movie.
Oh yeah, he did direct that. Yeah.
Like it's not great, but I like it.
Yeah. Jim Cameron is resentful towards Catherine Bigelow for him losing to her for Hurt Locker. She didn't have a deal with Netflix. He wouldn't even comment. Yeah, there could be some truth to that there, Stacey, possibly.
Yeah.
Although Jimmy Cammy, very weird nickname. Fun, relaxing sports comedy, Side Out. Don't know that one. Do you know that one, Andy?
Never heard of it.
No, I've not heard of that one either. Kevin Costner Mount Rushmore performances. The Untouchables, Robin Hood, The Bodyguard, and JFK.
Yeah, mine would be the same, but I'd swap The Bodyguard out with Dances with Wolves.
Yeah. How did I forget that? I was thinking, and I was like, what? I was thinking that time, and I just thought, just didn't even come into my head. But yeah, I'd have to say that as well because love that film.
JFK, Dances with Wolves, Robin Hood, and The Untouchables.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, Stacey, I'm not, but I do listen to the podcast. But yeah, I wouldn't I don't want to pay money to read something that I'm going to hear in the news in a few days anyway. Just seems a waste of money. What do you like better, Ghost or Bodyguard? Personally, The Bodyguard.
I'm more Ghost, if I'm honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I get it. I get why both are liked. Yeah.
Yeah. Rush Hour 2 at the Desert Inn.
Desert Inn.
Is that the place that... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes are trying to reteam for a new comedy drama about them as truck drivers that win the lottery and try to build their own castle. Will you see that? That's not a real thing, Stacey. But if that's a pitch, I mean, I'd like Woody Harrelson and I like Wesley Snipes. So yeah, I'd watch that as well. ScarJo will be good, though she offered Thor Bircher Ghost World co-star in that. Huh? Should she offer Thor Bircher? No, because Thor Birch isn't a star. That's like, just because she worked with her doesn't mean she should be nice and just offer her roles. unless it fits, it just doesn't really make sense. Alan says, as a child, Friday night was always movie rental night and fish and chips night for the family at home. Very happy days.
Exactly. Like
good memories, yeah.
You're gonna have they're good memories you're gonna treasure forever.
Like, exactly, yeah.
Simpler time, not much to worry about.
Yeah. Now that they have Scarlett Johansson, I think she means, in that, would Denzel be good as a priest in the new Exorcist? That would be an interesting Exorcist film. I don't know if it would work or not, though.
Yeah, I don't think Denzel would do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's very picky with what he does. Yeah. I don't think he would go for it. I think the closest he's ever done to horror is probably either Fallen, or The Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Those are probably the closest.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say they're not horror films. They're like Book of Eli is like a sci-fi dystopian sort of horror, and Fallen's like a psychological thriller more than anything.
It's like a supernatural thriller.
Yeah. No Way Out with Costner and Hackman. I still need to finish. I started it because it was on Prime, and I went back to watch it, and the buggers had taken it off, so I still need to go back to that. Terrific film with a great twist. Andy, did you see the Untouchables collector's edition that Zavi put up today?
No, but a few people have told me about it, so I'm gonna have a look, see if it's still available.
I still need to upgrade my Blu-ray. I've still only got the Blu-ray of the Untouchables. I need to get the 4K.
Yeah, but I agree with No Way Out. That's a really good film.
I'll definitely need to try and finish watch because I think you can get the Blu-ray, but it's on a weird website. It's exclusive to this weird website.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it came out with Bull Durham as well, but you can only get it on this one website. So I'll have to go and look and see if I can get that at some point. That's nice physical media. I enjoyed my early life having rental shops and fish and chips very much as the subject of the. Are you high, Stacey, right now? Because what you just said does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Sorry. Especially like you don't have fish and chips in America. That's not a thing, right? Like I know, well, you do, but that's a British thing. That whole sentence has confused me a bit, Stacey. I'm in Key West a couple weeks, then we'll return west, then the Canary Islands again. Oh, that's very exotic, Stacey. The Key West Fisher Stevens TV program was good from the early 90s. Similar to Northern Exposure, Fox was impatient. Not heard of that. Have you heard of that, Andy?
No.
No, not heard of that either. That's the end of the comments. I was kind of thinking that Jim would be here at this point, but I'm guessing he's not commented. So my thoughts are that he's probably driving home. But I don't know if he'll get here in time because we can only talk for so long about the same thing.
I hope he gets back safe.
Yeah, me too. Alan says I'll have some of whatever Stacey is on. Do you know what? Stacey confuses me. And I'm sorry, Stacey, but you do confuse me because sometimes you'll come out with some really, really good questions that make us think. And then you'll come out with some questions or you'll say something and it's like it's come from a completely different person.
Questionable questions.
Yes, exactly. Questionable questions. I'll never forget the do a speed 3, but instead of on a boat or on a bus, on a pair of escalators. That got me. That really got me. Because I was just like, who sits there thinking all day, speed 3. See, I think the next sensible, if they're going to do a speed 3, do it on like a plane or something. Because they've done a bus, they've done or train. No, do it on a train. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Could work, or do it on a bus again. Because if they bring back Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, do it on the bus again, but make it different. Could work.
Exactly.
But yeah. Well, we'll start talking about Stephen King and see if Jim does end up joining us, and if not, we'll have to carry on talking when he's on again. But what's some of your favorite Stephen King adaptations that people might not know about as much?
There's one, I think it's called the Night Flyer.
I ordered that yesterday. That's one of the ones I ordered. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I actually don't mind the Tommy Knockers. The Night Flyer, yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Is it a
I
plane?
love the. Yeah, it's got really good actor in it. I enjoy. He passed away quite some time ago. Was it Miguel Ferreira?
Oh, yeah. He was in Iron Man 3, wasn't he?
He's in Iron Man 3. He was in RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the main actor in it. But yeah, it's really good, really good fun. The design of the vampire in it is pretty cool for the time as well. But yeah, it's a good little watch. Trying to think of some others.
You said the Tommy Knockers as well. What
Yeah,
one's that?
Tommy
What's that
Knockers.
about?
It's sort of like a alien invasion sort of takes over like this little town.
Right.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember enjoying it. It's got some creepy moments in it. There's another one as well. I remember liking it, but I don't remember too much about it. I think it's called Sometimes They Come Back. That's a fun little horror film. Trying to not think of the big and obvious ones.
Yeah.
Cat's Eye, I think that's Stephen King.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
One.
I actually like that, except for the last part with Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can really think of at the minute without going into the obvious.
Yeah, I can't think of many underrated ones to because I've obviously seen the big ones. I mean, the most underrated one that not a lot of people talk about and it should be spoken about more, and I've mentioned it earlier, is Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah, that's a good
Just
one.
an excellent film. I think it's one of Taylor Hackford's best films. And everybody in that film is just on top form. And like Jim said, Kathy Bates should have won an Oscar for that again, because she was phenomenal in it. But obviously Misery, but these are bigger ones. I'm not saying The Shining because I'm not a massive fan of The Shining. I prefer Doctor Sleep, which is scandalous, but you know.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting to the obvious ones like Misery, Christine, Carrie, Salem's Lot. God, yeah. The Shining. Cujo. Yeah, so I actually was one of the few people who didn't mind the new Salem's Lot. I didn't think it was as good as the 79 one, but yeah, I got something from it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Mark says Needful Things. I would love to watch that one, but it's out of print over here now. The Dead Zone, fantastic, with the great Herbert Lom. I think that's one of the ones Jim told me to order yesterday, so I think that one's come. That's Christopher Walken, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Martin Sheen as well. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good cast there. What would be your best actor, best actress, best supporting actor, and best actress for all of Stephen King's movies in total? I've already said best actress would probably be Dolores Claiborne. If you talk about who didn't win, I would say Kathy Bates for Dolores Claiborne. Jack Nicholson for The Shining, because his performance in that's incredible. He didn't win for that? No, he didn't win for that. Second, no. Trying to think. Is the Miss Stephen King? The Mr.
Yeah,
Mr.
Stephen King. Yeah.
Say Thomas Jane in that. I think he was phenomenal in that.
Best actor or best supporting actor. Well, probably the obvious one for me that did win was probably Kathy Bates in Misery for actress.
Yeah, I was thinking of Misery. Yeah,
that was lead actress.
I say Lauren Bacall was good in that, but she wasn't in it that much.
Yeah,
it's the only thing.
I'll probably go for best supporting actor, maybe James Caan in Misery.
Yeah.
God, yeah, there's
Well, then you could go Morgan Freeman for Shawshank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tom Hanks for The Green Mile.
Yeah. Michael Clark Duncan for Best Supporting Actor for The Green Mile.
Well, he should have won that, really.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of other ones.
That's a
Arnie
tough.
for The Running Man.
The Running Man.
I've won an Oscar. I've won an Oscar. Thank you. Just trying to think of, because there's good films, but it's like Stand By Me. Great film, but I'd struggle to pinpoint one specific person in that film.
Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland, I think, for me.
For supporting.
For supporting, yeah, because he's just...
Yeah.
He plays that part too well.
Yeah. It's difficult thinking of that. I think Rebecca Ferguson in Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
She's really good in that. We're talking really new. Mark Hamill in The Long Walk.
Yep.
I'd even go Mark Hamill in The Life of Chuck.
Yep. I forget that Stephen King as well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. There's a lot to choose from.
There's lots of different films.
Yeah.
But it's thinking of specific performances that you think, oh yeah, that was worthy of some sort of
award, yeah.
Award, yeah. If Jim was there, he'd be listing them off.
Yeah, he would be reeling them off.
I'd go David Strathairn for Dolores Claiborne as well.
Okay.
Because I think he's really good in that. There's so many of the smaller ones as well that I still need to watch. Even some of the bigger ones, I've still not seen Carrie. I've still not seen Christine. I've still not seen Cujo.
Okay, yeah, I recommend all them, particularly Christine. Yeah,
I'd go for Bill Skarsgård in It.
Yeah.
Again, best supporting actor. I think you'd have to put him as.
Yeah.
Any of the kids in that film as well, because I think they're all terrific.
Are you a fan of the second one, or did you think it was?
I thought it was a bit too long. I didn't dislike it, but I thought it was a bit too long. I think they could have cut it down a bit.
Okay.
And there's too much CGI, I think.
Yeah.
But it was okay. I didn't dislike it.
I give supporting actor to Tim Curry for the original one.
Yeah, I've never seen the original.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to watch that. It's difficult thinking of them, to be honest. It's difficult. So many Stephen King ones to choose from.
Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah. Alan says, my brother dabbled in writing some years back and wrote to Stephen King asking for advice. He sent back a handwritten letter with nice words of encouragement. He still has it. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It's really awesome. Maybe Kathy Bates Misery and Dolores. Best actor Tim Robbins. Supporting actress Jennifer Jason Leigh, Dolores Claiborne. Yeah, those are all good picks, I think. These are all good choices there. Miguel Ferrer and George Clooney are related. They are first cousins. Their mothers, Rosemary Clooney and Betty Clooney, were sisters. Yeah, I
Wow.
vaguely remember reading something about that before. Like one of those things that you read about and then you just sit at the back of your mind and you just don't really think of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do you get saddened when Charles Martin Smith is killed in the elevator in Untouchables? Can't even remember. It's been years since I've watched it.
Yeah, it
Is that
is.
the
It is gutting.
yeah? But yeah,
It's not one of the saddest movie deaths for me, but
yeah.
yeah.
Christopher Walken, Bonnie Bedelia, David Soul, James Mason. To Stacey's question, yeah, James Mason,
Yeah.
Salem's Lot. Yeah, definitely. Um, that Woody and Wesley movie was pitched with John Turteltaub at Lionsgate recently. I think you must have some sort of insider knowledge, Stacey, because that I don't think that's public knowledge. uh, Piper Laurie and Carrie, what a performance! Yeah, I've not seen that. I've heard she's really good, and I've heard that film's just really good anyway. I don't know what this means. Favorite Loomis scene? Do you mean like as in is it Halloween Loomis? Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm guessing. Famously, if it is from the first Halloween with Dr. Loomis, it's that bit where he tells the kids to get away from the house.
I've never seen Halloween,
Okay.
so yeah, tried watching it. I just couldn't get into it. Yeah, so I can't answer that. Sorry. What was your favorite comedy movie as a child? As a child, Mrs. Doubtfire, still up there for me.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Mask, Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
Pretty much anything with Jim Carrey or Robin Williams.
yeah. Patricia Clarkson in The Green Mile. I did think of that, but she's not got a huge role in it. Suppose her role, she's got a good role in it, but it's not a very big role. She's not in it very much. But yeah, I do remember she is good in that. James Cromwell's good in it as well.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor in Doctor Sleep. Yeah. Carry On Camping. Not, I've only ever seen. I think that could actually be the only Carry On film I've ever actually seen. To be honest, I've seen bits and pieces of probably most of them, but I've never seen any of them all the way through. Because they always
Yeah.
used to be on ITV3 on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. I binged watched them in that box set, and that wasn't
Yeah.
a clever idea because they all just sort of blend as one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
In production. What? The thing I mentioned for Speed 3 was on a tour bus after they were married. Yeah, that just sounds boring because tour buses they can't really the bus in Speed, because it's a single decker bus, it can go at a certain speed. A double decker bus, which I would imagine a tour bus would be, I can't imagine it would go very. Can't imagine that would get very far. Jody says Razzie goes to the entire cast of Sleepwalkers bar the cat. I've just ordered that one as well.
Yeah.
Jim told me to get that one. I don't know whether he was joking or what.
I don't mind Sleepwalkers. I think it's fun.
What's that one about? I know there's something to do with a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's to do with cats and there's an odd relationship in that film. But there's a lot of cameos from people in that film as well, but it's fun. It's just daft as assholes, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Will you see Whalefall, the one where Josh Brolin is trapped in a whale? Yeah, I've heard about that one. That one could be
Probably.
interesting.
Yeah.
That is a real film, believe it or not.
Okay.
But yeah, could be interesting. Yeah, he's been in a lot recently, Josh Brolin, like a lot. I mean, Weapons, Running Man, Wake Up Dead Man, and then next year he's got Ridley Scott's new film, Whalefall. There's rumors he'll be in Doomsday as well. So he doesn't stop working. He's very busy.
That's probably my most anticipated film of next year. That now.
What
Doomsday.
Whalefall? Because of Josh
Doomsday.
Brolin.
Doomsday, I should say.
I want to see Josh Brolin trapped in a whale. No, yeah, Doomsday's. Do you know what? I said to my granddad the other day, I only want to see Avatar because I know they're playing the trailer before Avatar. That's the only reason I want to go and see Avatar.
And then so many people are just going to walk out after that trailer's
Yeah,
come on.
they'll watch it like, oh, that's it. I can go now.
Yeah.
I'd pay money to just see that trailer because if it's not going to be online and that's the only way you can see it, of course I'm going to want to go and watch it.
It's just I've just got this feeling this trailer's not going to give anything away.
Well, apparently it's a decent length trailer. Apparently it's like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, I think it will have to be.
I think it's going to be juicy. Whatever we get, it's going to be a proper tease.
Yeah, because we don't have any build up to Doctor Doom in the MCU.
We don't know what the film's going to be about.
Yeah,
we have no idea what's going to happen in the film.
We got a tiny tease at the end of Fantastic Four, which, in my opinion, wasn't long enough.
It was bad. I didn't like that tease at all.
We needed something more, but
yeah,
we're just not. There's no build up. There's no.
It's just going to happen.
It's just going to happen. Yeah, like at least with Thanos, it was building something.
Like
we saw him in the end credit scenes. He popped up for a little bit in Guardians. There was build up there, like it was happening. Like, okay, we're gonna get to Thanos, and then Doom. There's just nothing. A little end credit teaser, and then now we get this big film where he's supposed to be.
Rushed. It feels very rushed. It's definitely their backup plan, I think.
Yeah. Like, I'm liking all the X-Men stuff. I think the X-Men look amazing from some of the photos I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, they do look the part. But
yeah, I think that part will be cool because it'd just be good to see them back again.
Yeah.
What drama movie has the best middle of that? Which one do you like this? What? I don't understand your question, sorry. I don't get what you mean by that. At all. Sorry. Jody says it's a really fun film, but just the acting and effects are not the greatest.
Yeah.
Sleepwalkers, yeah. Speed 3 on gondolas in Venice cannot go under 10 miles per hour, they'll all drown. Brolin is having the career he never had as a young actor. He really came into his own in his 40s. Yeah, definitely. You can see that now. Like, sort of the last 20 years, he's really shown himself as an actor. And because before, I'd say No Country for Old Men, the only thing, should I say, that he was really known for was The Goonies. And obviously, he popped up in Hollow Man as well. But other than that, he wasn't really in anything that people knew. He wasn't like a big name then until he popped up years later.
Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, or fortunately for us, because he's a good actor, the reason I think he came back, because I don't think he ever would, I think he'd have done The Goonies, and then that would have probably been it, was because of his dad, because he's a Nepo baby.
His dad's famous, and he's Barbara Streisand's stepson.
Exactly, yes, mad in it.
Yeah.
Stacey said, Long Walk had some flaws to me. I wish they would have dwelled on what was happening with the characters. The last couple miles, they gave so much background on the first couple people that fail overall. Okay, fair enough. That's what you think, Stacey. Then that's fair enough. Speed 3 on a cruise ship. If they slow down or stop, it will explode with thousands of holidaymakers on the ship with a stellar cast. So the Poseidon Adventure, but speed. Yes, I agree, Jodie. One you might, yeah, Flirting with Disaster. He's really funny in that. Plays a gay DEA agent.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think
Yeah, he's really funny in it.
Yeah.
Does his brother still write, I hope? Whose brother? Josh Brolin? Does he have a brother?
No idea.
I have no idea either. Alan says, I have a vivid memory of when Spider-Man dusted in Infinity War. A massively big tattooed man in a leather waistcoat was crying his eyes out beside me. Sure that wasn't you, Alan? You're not just describing yourself there.
What an ending to that film.
I know, another bleak ending.
What an ending. I wish we'd have got Endgame later. I think it would have been a bit more impactful if we'd have waited a bit more instead of a year.
I think they should have spent longer doing that, making the film that we got, and also planning what was going to happen next. Because I think that's what the problem's been. Don't think they planned enough.
Yeah.
Jodie says, love Flirting with Disaster. It's the only David O. Russell film I enjoy. Fair enough, Jodie. Make a Christine reboot with a smart car. That would just be odd.
That is one that I would just never ever want to see a remake to, unless it followed the book more closely. But
I don't think you could better a film like that by doing a remake.
I love the original too much.
Yeah. Is The Wild Bunch underrated? I fell asleep watching it, but I didn't. It's not because I disliked it. I just was tired, I guess, and I just dozed off halfway through. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that, Andy?
I think it's all right. Yeah, I don't think it's underrated or overrated. I just think it's all right.
Yeah. Ollie, you sir, a cheeky little shite. Well, thank you very much. I'm here all week. I'll share your feedback with them. It was an Indian tour bus driving at high speed, but also in Bangalore. What are you talking about, Stacey? Share the feedback with who? You're always very vague with who you're talking about. It just gives me more questions that I want answered. Right. Well, we've got to the end of the comment now, and Jim's not here. So I think we'll just call it a day. We've been going for nearly the normal amount of time. We can come back to Stephen King another time when Jim's more free.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining me, Andy. Always great having you on.
Ollie. Really enjoyed it tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun discussion.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone in the comments for sending in your questions and your comments. It's always appreciated. Always gets conversations going as well. But yeah, that's it for now. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you, Andy. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye, guys.
Cheers, Ollie. Bye, everyone.
Bye.